What do you know about quantum mechanics?
I have a grasp on the basics.
Then you're doing it wrong. Is light made up of particles or waves? Quantum mechanics says it's both. How can it be both?
It can't.
It can't. But it is. It's paradoxical, and yet it works.
Greetings, sewer dwellers. It's Nick the Rat Radio. I'm Nick the Rat. This is the podcast. It is February 26th. Wait, 25th? I got mixed up because it's 2026 and it's 225. I don't know what I'm looking at anymore. The world is backwards. It's upside down. It's crazy, everybody. We have a jammed Packovich show tonight. Oh boy, oh boy. Let me give you a little update on everything. Last week, Tunnel Rat informed me that the link to sewer chat on the website was DOA. And it's because the Kiwi IRC server wasn't connecting to the zeronode.net IRC channel graciously provided to us by Void Zero himself. So for the past week, I became a coder. You can now go to nicktherat.com and click on sewer chat, and then you go to a whole new fucking world of well, you just go to IRC. It's a link to IRC basically, but it took me a long time to get that all working, and I learned a lot. I learned VI sucks the giantest, most biggest, giantest things that you could suck on in all suckdom. VI is no bueno. If you want to know what I learned, VI is horrible. But everything else is pretty damn cool. Python is goddamn amazing. Docker's pretty cool. Node.js is awesome. I like all that shit, man. Over the past week, I burnt my eyes out. Doing a whole bunch of coding, doing a shitload of audio generation and video generation stuff. Yesterday was Twin Peaks Day. I made a little short 5-minute movie of Lego Cooper getting sucked into the Black Lodge at a lake. A lot of coding. No, not coding. Well, actually, I've been doing a lot of coding because it's been snowing like fucking crazy. 2 feet of snow out there. Yeah, like all the old snow it was all going away, and all the shit on the street was revealing itself in glorious piles of fecal matter, waiting to give me cholera. And then the skies opened up and dumped 2 feet on us. That was crazy. No, it didn't take me a week to do that. It took me like probably a day or two. It took me probably. Well, I never really coded before. Before that, I did the connection, the sewer hole. I got all that shit connected. The sewer pipe. I made that. I made the sewer pipe. All of my AWS Light Sail Ubuntu server. See, I'm getting all these words together so I could slap them on my resume. You know, I don't know if I should write Claude on there. But God bless Claude. Man, I love AI. You know what? People that don't like AI, I understand. That shit's scary, man. Yeah, we're all gonna die. And it's probably going to be AI's fault. I actually have some really funny news about AI coming up a little bit later in the show. I don't want to talk about it right now, but Grok is very funny, And I'm happy that I have a blue check mark now and that I could use Grok as much as I want. But don't use Grok for anything important, people. Grok is funny, and that's it. Claude, if you want to do any coding, use Claude. I don't know, maybe there's other shit out there. Maybe Gemini works good. I don't know, but Claude is pretty damn free. It does a lot of shit for you. I redid my website. I'm probably gonna get more hits on my site now, being more searchable, etc., etc. You're not gonna notice it on the front end, but on the back end, me and Claude tag team Eiffel Towered that hoe. We got all up in there. We rearranged its guts. It was cool because it looked at, I was like, here's my website. Make it better for me. It was like, oh, you interviewed John C. Dvorak? That motherfucker is a good way to get hits on your website. Let's put him in your header. And I was like, what? Oh, okay. Not on OnlyFans. Well, I am on OnlyFans, but only as a voyeur for Hack the Movies, Famous Tony. He looks beautiful without that shirt on, baby. Ooh, yeah. Let's talk about, let's open the show. I finally finished seeing that movie, Marty Supreme. It felt like it was a long movie. It was okay. Very fast talking. It did remind me of the Gems movie with that other guy, Sandler. You could skip it. You're not really missing anything. The ending is totally not deserved. Basically, Marty Supreme, he's a piece of shit the entire fucking movie. And then at the end he cries. Wow, what a fucking movie. The piece of shit cries at the end. Wow. So yeah. Then there's the Backrooms trailer just came out. I'm a big fan of the Backrooms. I like liminal space shit. That stuff really, it really gets me off that liminal space stuff. It feels like dreams brought to life. And it's always mysterious and spooky. I like that mysterious, spooky feeling. So A24 dropped its trailer for it, and I was extremely excited, but it looks like shit. The trailer is horrible looking, and I was talking to my I got a lot of friends that are on Twitter that aren't really people I know, so I don't know who the fuck they are, but we follow each other because I love the Backrooms, and there's some Backrooms video games. There's a whole shitload of Backrooms video games. Like, I don't even know if Kane Pixels made the Backrooms. I think the Backrooms might have existed before him. I don't know. Maybe he made them. Maybe he was the first one to do the Backrooms. But he did them the best. His version is the canon in my head. But the trailer, it looks worse than his YouTube videos. Like, it looks like a video game. It looked like a video game, like a Half-Life 2 graphics on that shit. I'm excited to see it though. The Backrooms video game guy was like, well, there's going to be in the movie like actual stuff. It's not just going to be what's that shit called? It's not just going to be CG. It's supposed to be actual footage and stuff. So it comes out soon. I can't wait. That's my big thing. And also, I'm excited for the Resident Evil 9 is coming out. It's coming out on Friday, so I'm going to be playing the shit out. It looks like it's getting good reviews. I was a big fan of 7 and 8, so Part 9 is very soon. In the meantime, I've been playing Control. You can watch me playing Control on Twitch. Basically, Waythorn's been giving me tips on how to beat it. It's a pretty fun game. It's kind of cool. It's like Alan Wake. It's kind of Twin Peaksy. It's kind of Superman-ish. It's kind of shooty, pow. Yeah, I kind of just want to beat it so I can uninstall it already, and then I can get on to other things. And then after I beat Resident Evil 9, I'm gonna try. I got real stuff to do after that. That's when the real stuff's gonna start to happen. But anyway, there is a lot of crazy stuff going on tonight. You might not have known, But that intro was from Oppenheimer. Now, I never even seen that movie because it's probably really just really long and slow. Maybe it's good. I don't know. I'm not a big Christopher Nolan fan. I don't know. I think I didn't really like the Batman movies because all the action scenes in the Batman movies was so close up. Like the camera was like all up in Batman's asshole when he's fighting. So you only see like his asshole. You don't even know what's going on. You just see like black smears going across the screen. Because the camera was so like pull back and let us see the action. But no, Christopher Nolan can't do that. So I don't like Christopher Nolan. I think he made like one, maybe his first movie was good. I don't even remember the name of it. I don't know. I didn't even really like that stupid top spinning movie or anything he's really done. I'm not really a big Nolan fan. I don't know why people like him. Maybe he's got a big penis or something. I just hadn't seen it or something, and everybody else has, and they like it. But I didn't watch Oppenheimer. But tonight we're going to be discussing something about Oppenheimer. He might not have been the piece of shit, but he knew what was happening. I'm not talking about just, blowing up Japan or something. I'm talking about other stuff. He did something that was really fucked up, or he was aware of something that was really fucked up. You might even know what it is. I'm going to tease it when we come back from the musical break. I will, the music. I forgot. Where's the music? Oh, Memento. Yeah, I liked Memento. I thought that was a cool movie. I haven't seen it recently. Where's my mouse go? I hate when my mouse is dead. All right, I got to use the clicky mouse. Sorry, guys. You might hear mouse clicks throughout the episode. Where's my Winamp? I got to really whip this llama's ass. Hold on, we got some music here. Let's load this up, and let's load up Milk Drop 2. We got to get Milk Drop going. Batman movies were okay, but I don't like the fight scenes in it. They were way too close up on the fight scene things. I do like, was it fucking that Aussie guy? That was Batman. He was a pretty good Batman. Play folder, yeah, and then today, this is episode 528. I don't know if I said that yet. All right, let's play the first song of the night. We got deep jazz, baby. We're going to come back, and we're going to talk about what Oppenheimer did or didn't do. All right, people. Are you ready? All right. Tell me if you heard about this. Because I didn't hear about this. I was doing some research to find out for something to talk about on the show. Last week we were talking about the terminal man and how the government was doing experiments on people. Did you know about the human radiation and implant experiments between 1940 and 1970? Let's see, anybody inside of the chat room here? Anybody? Anybody? The human radiation experiments? The Atomic Energy Commission and the military, they were injecting plutonium. You know, I didn't know about this at all, but the government was shooting people up with plutonium and uranium. They were doing it into terminally ill patients, prisoners, and kids. There was a school in Fernald. There was the Fernald School in Massachusetts. I can't say Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Everybody sneezed at once. It was a Massachusetts. And they did it in a lot. And it was a Massachusetts. All right. Look at this. They fed them radioactive oatmeal. They gave kids radioactive oatmeal to study nutrition. And they didn't tell the parents. I wonder how it tasted. We were talking about tungsten earlier. I'd fucking rather eat some tungsten than some fucking plutonium. Wow. And apparently, because I was like, hey, did anybody get nailed to the wall for this? No. Who knew about it? Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer was one of the people that was like, yeah, sure, let's fucking do this. I don't actually know if he said that. But he was aware that this was happening. Let's see here. No one faced jail time. There was no criminal convictions. It's messed up. It's messed up. They didn't tell people that they were doing this. Let me go through my notes here. I got to tell you some more stuff. Plutonium injections. There was 18 people injected without full consent. Washington State Prison testicular irradiation. 64 prisoners were x-rayed to study the sterility effects. Let's see. In Oregon, there's an Oregon prison experiment with similar. They were shooting these guys up and they were scanning their balls and stuff. It's in the Fernald School. The boys were fed radioactive iron calcium in science club. Ooh, great. Ooh, thank you. So this shit was like happening all over the goddamn place. In Cincinnati, there was cancer patients. They were irradiated without disclosure. Maybe it actually helped some of them, though, because, fuck cancer. And sometimes you need some of that radioactive stuff. I'm sure they learned a lot about how to do things to people during this time. Finally, in like the 90s, it was a journalist. Back when journalism was like a thing. Now journalism's not anything. Now you just go to the AP and then you just rewrite what the AP tells you. The AP's like, hey, this is the news. And then you're like, okay, let me reword what the AP just told me. Glowing butt plugs? Jeez Christ. I wonder if maybe this might have, fucked up a lot of people. Eileen Wellsome at the Albuquerque Tribune in late 93. She's the one that published these articles. Imagine what they're doing today. But then you're like, oh, they stopped doing this stuff. They got caught red-handed. Nobody had anything done. So a couple people got paid. I think there was like $2 million. Maybe people got like $2 million out of us or something, out of the U.S., out of taxpayers' money. Let's see. Internal reclassification for public relations reasons. In the late 1940s, some reports on the plutonium injections were initially declassified but quickly reclassified. So apparently, like, whoops, well, we told people and then we took it back. let's see who. Robert J. Robert Oppenheimer, scientific director. He was informed of the proposed human experiments in 1944 through 1945. Correspondence shows he approved shipments of plutonium and uranium for medical research and concurred with proceeding on plutonium metabolism studies involving humans. Though he preferred not conducting them at the Los Alamos itself for security reasons, his involvement was more at approval oversight level than rather day-to-day execution. Let's see, who else was an asshole? There was Stafford L. Warren. He was a chief medical officer for the Manhattan Project. There was Joseph G. Hamilton, a key biomedical researcher. Louis H. Heppelman. He was a director of health group at Los Alamos. He planned the plutonium program with Warren. There was Wright Haskell Langham. There was Heimer Friedel. There was Robert S. Stone. All these people should be arrested, yes. They should be brought back to life and arrested. So instead of telling people that they were giving them plutonium and shooting them up with fucking crazy shit, apparently there were code names for this. One was 49. That was the most widely used. Like, oh, we're going to give you a little 49. A little bit of 49 there. Yeah, it's supplements. Hey, you want supplement 49? It combined the last digit of the plutonium's atomic number, 94, with the last digit of its key isotope for the bombs, Pu-239. So, yeah, 49. It appeared frequently in memos, reports, and correspondence about production and human tracer studies. They also called it the product, or the PU product, referring to plutonium as output of reactors. This was common in wartime documents to avoid naming the element directly, so people didn't know what the fuck was going on. Vape juice. How could you trust the government after this? The government did so much crazy shit during this time period. I'm sure they just got better at hiding it. Let's see. They also called it the metal. So they called it the metal, something, they called it 49, the product. Jeez. Apparently they also used other things like HP, which meant human product. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Let's see. And guess what? Guess who was the president when all this shit was exposed? I do have a clip of him talking, Mr. Clinton, Mr. Billy Boy Clinton. There was a long intro. Billy gets on stage. He starts making jokes. He's got some jokes. He's like, I think he whipped out his saxophone for a little bit. Let's just start listening to him. I'll cut it when we're sick of it. It's kind of long, but I think it's good to listen to it.
I do thank you so much for the work you have done. Let me tell you that just as this is an important part of the efforts that Secretary O'Leary outlined, I saw this committee as an indispensable part of our effort to restore the confidence of the American people.
Yeah, we got to restore the confidence so we could keep on fucking with them.
In the integrity of their government.
He doesn't say, oh, we have to do this for the people that suffered or to expose the criminals that should have been brought to justice. He says, we're doing this to make sure that people are, they don't know that we're pieces of shit. They don't think that we're going to be horrible, cruel, inhumane, crazy fuckers. That's why we're doing this.
All of these political reform issues, to me, are integrated. When I became the president, I realized we had great new economic challenges. We had profound social problems, that a lot of these things had to be done by an energized American citizenry, but that our
energized with plutonium, energized with the product.
National government had a role to play in moving our country through this period of transition. And in order to do it, We needed to increase the capacity of the government to do it through political reform, but we also needed, as much as anything else, to increase the confidence of the American people.
Because if we don't increase the confidence of the American people after this report comes out, they'll revolt, and I'm not going to be able to get a blowjob from my secretary.
That at the very least, they could trust the United States government.
At the very least, they could trust the United States government. Whew. Nice opening there, Bill.
To tell the truth and to do the right things. So you have to understand that for me, one reason this is so important is that I see it as part of our ongoing effort to give this government back to the American people. Senator Glenn's long effort to get Congress to apply to itself the same laws it imposes on the private sector.
What?
The restrictions that I impose on members of my administration in high positions for lobbying for foreign governments. And when the lobby bill failed in the Congress, I just imposed it by executive order on members of the executive branch. All these efforts at political reform, it seems to me, are important. But none of these efforts can succeed unless people believe that they can rely on their government to tell them the truth.
So none of these efforts for us saying we're not doing stuff will work unless people believe in Santa Claus. Santa Claus can't bring presents if you don't believe in Santa Claus.
And to do the right thing. We have declassified thousands of government documents, files from the Second World War, the Cold War, President Kennedy's assassination. These actions are not only consistent with our national security, they are essential to advance our values. So, to me, that's what this is all about. And to all those who represent the families who have been involved in these incidents, let me say to you, I hope you feel that your government has kept its commitment to the American people.
Not even a sorry. Just, I hope you feel that the government, whoops. Jesus.
To tell the truth and to do the right thing.
Oh, to tell the truth, yeah.
We discovered soon after I entered.
I hope you could feel that the government could tell the truth. I hope you could feel. Never apologize. Well, I don't know, Trey. I think they should have maybe apologized for this. Did they apologize for Tuskegee? Tuskegee? Tuskegee, they gave like one squad of soldiers some STDs. They gave kids plutonium in their oatmeal.
Office that with the specter of an atomic war looming like Armageddon, far nearer than it does today, the United States government actually did carry out on our citizens experiments involving radiation. That's when I ordered the creation of this committee.
No, you only ordered this committee after you got fucking found out. After those papers came out and everybody's like, oh, look at the truth. And you're like, oh, well, I got to make a committee so I can get some truth, some of you guys believing in us again.
Baden and the others did a superb job. They enlisted many of our nation's most significant and important medical and scientific ethicists. They had to determine first whether experiments conducted or sponsored by our government between 1944 and 1974.
1940 to 1977, 65, 30 years of giving people the product. It starts to make you think about everything. In 30 years from now, when all the people that probably did some fucked up shit today are dead or gone and can't be held responsible, then the next president that's going to be, oh God. Back in 2020, we thought biowarfare was going to be really scary against China. So we need to restore the faith of the people in the government that we won't be doing this again.
met the ethical and scientific standards of that time and of our time, and then they had to see to it that our research today lives up to nothing less than our highest values and our most deeply held beliefs.
Highest cocaine values.
From the beginning, it was obvious to me that this energetic committee was prepared to do its part. We declassified thousands of pages of documents. We gave committee members the keys to the government's doors, file cabinets, and safes. For the last year and a half, the only thing that stood between them and the truth were all the late nights and hard work they had to put in. This report I received today is a monumental document in more ways than one.
He's like holding up a book that's really thick. Very funny. Like, why are people laughing? This is a horrible, horrible thing. He made jokes in the beginning, too. He was like, the people that did this work, I wish they worked for me. I'll hire you guys after. Look at this big book of fucked up shit we did. Very funny, Bill.
But it is a very, very important piece of America's history, and it will shape America's future.
But he just laughed at it. He was just laughing. That's at a horrific, giant book this thick, like five inches thick, of giving children plutonium oatmeal for 30 years. Oh, yeah, well, he gave the keys. Yeah, I feel better about that there, Net. I feel so much better about that. I wonder if it was all redacted. I wonder how much redaction was on there. I don't know what
in ways that will make us a more honorable, more successful, and more ethical country.
More ethical.
What this committee learned, I would like to review today with a little more detail than Dr. Faden said, because I think it must be engraved on our national memory. Thousands of government-sponsored experiments did take place at hospitals, universities, and military bases around our nation.
And at science club in schools. He left that one out. I wonder why.
The goal was to understand the effects of radiation exposure on the human body. While most of the tests were ethical by any standards, some were unethical, not only by today's standards, but by the standards of the time in which they were conducted. They failed both the test of our national values and the test of humanity. In one scientist injected plutonium into 18 patients without their knowledge. In another, doctors exposed indigent cancer patients to excessive doses of radiation, a treatment from which it is virtually impossible that they could ever benefit. The report also demonstrates that these and other experiments were carried out on precisely those citizens who count most on the government for its help, the destitute and the gravely ill. But the dispossessed were not alone. Members of the military, precisely those on whom we and our government count most, they were also test subjects. Informed consent means your doctor tells you the risk of the treatment you are about to undergo. In too many cases, informed consent was withheld.
What about the children, Bill? Bill, what about the children? What about the kids eating glowing oatmeal?
Americans were kept in the dark about the effects of what was being done to them. The deception extended beyond the test subjects themselves to encompass their families and the American people as a whole. For these experiments were kept secret.
I was starting to think about, like, you ever hear about, like, the porcelain plates? Or what? I don't know if it was a porcelain plate, but there used to be like coating on plates with like uranium and shit. And you had the how much all this cancer that we have today is probably because the American government yesterday. Jeez.
And they were shrouded not for a compelling reason of national security, but for the simple fear of embarrassment. and that was wrong. Those who
That was wrong.
led the government when these decisions were made are no longer here to take responsibility for what
Oh, shucks. They're no longer here to take responsibility. Not any of them? Not a single one? Maybe, probably not. That's, just they happen to get all of this information out after nobody would be able to be held accountable.
they did. They're not here to apologize to the survivors, the family members of the communities,
And neither will
whose
I.
lives were darkened by the shadow of the atom and these choices. So today, on behalf of another generation of American leaders
Wait, is he going to say sorry?
and another generation of American citizens, the United States of America offers a sincere apology
Oh, wait.
to those of our citizens who were subjected to these experiments.
All right, I want to take back everything I said. I want to say I'm sorry that I said he didn't say sorry. Because he said sorry. I don't. All right. Well, now I feel better. Do you guys want to keep listening to this? Is this entertaining for you? Well, we're about halfway through it.
To their families and to their communities. When the government does wrong, we have a moral responsibility to admit it. The duty we owe to one another to tell the truth and to protect our fellow citizens from excesses like these is one we can never walk away from. Our government failed in that duty, and it offers an apology to the survivors and their families,
He said duty.
and to all the American people who must be able to rely upon the United States to keep its word, to tell the truth, and to do the right thing. We know there are moments when words alone are not enough.
I think they get paid like $2 million or some shit.
That's why I'm instructing my cabinet to use and build on these recommendations, to devise promptly a system of relief, including compensation that meets the standards of justice and conscience. When called for, we will work with Congress to serve the best needs of those who were harmed. Make no mistake, as the committee report says, there are circumstances where compensation is appropriate as a matter of ethics and principle. I am committed to seeing to it that the United States of America lives up to its responsibility. Our greatness is measured not only in how we so frequently do right, but also how we act when we know we've done the wrong thing, how we confront our mistakes, make our apologies, and take action. That's why this morning I signed an executive order instructing every arm and agency of our government that conducts, supports, or regulates research involving human beings to review immediately their procedures in light of the recommendations of this report.
Instead of just giving you plutonium, they'll let you know that they're giving you plutonium. They'll just say that the plutonium is good. Instead of saying, hey, this thing that we're giving you is bad, we don't know what it's going to do, but we're going to give it to you. Like SSRIs, we have no idea how these things work, but we're going to let you know that we're giving you these things. And we're going to just say that they do work for some things. Maybe we're going to give you some weight loss shots that worked for diabetes, but we don't know what else it does, but we're going to give it to you for weight loss now. But as long as you know what it is, it's okay that we're giving it to you. Even though your bone density is going away. You are losing weight. We can also reroute your internal organs if your brain thinks that you're a dog. Oh, man. It's going to be crazy in 30 years from now what the next guy's going to have to talk about and say they're sorry for.
And the best knowledge and standards available today, and to report back to me by Christmas. I've also created a Bioethics Advisory Commission to supervise the process, to watch over all such research, and to see to it that never again do we stray from the basic values of protecting our people and being straight with them. The report I received today will not be left on a shelf to gather dust. Every one of its pages offers a lesson.
Sounds like he's just covering for the future fuck-ups. We're still going to do fucked up shit to you, but we got paperwork for it now. Yeehaw.
And every lesson will be learned from these good people who put 1.5 years of their lives into the effort to set America straight. Medical and scientific progress depends upon learning about people's responses to new medicines, to new cutting-edge treatments. Without this kind of research, our children would still be dying from polio and other killers.
Wait, without this kind of research, without giving kids radioactive oatmeal, kids would die from polio?
Without responsible radiation research, we wouldn't be making the progress we are in the war on cancer.
That's kind of true.
We have to continue to research, but there is a right way and a wrong way to do it. There are local citizens review boards. There are regulations that establish proper informed consent and ensure that experiments are conducted ethically. But in overseeing this necessary research, we must never relax our vigilance.
Basically, ethically just means that they get paid. They sign a waiver and they get paid, and an NDA, non-disclosure. We're golden. We're doing God's work. Well, I'm not totally against, I think that after you kill millions of rats by shooting them up full of drugs and a couple live, maybe you should move on to humans, because you never know. You never know what's going to cure fucking smelly feet or whatever. Maybe getting a weird, crazy, I don't know.
The breathtaking advances in science and technology demand that we always keep our ethical watchlight burning. No matter how rapid the pace of change, it can never outrun our core convictions that have stood us so well as a nation for more than 200 years now, through many different scientific revolutions. I believe we will meet the test of our times, that as science and technology evolve, our ethical conscience will grow, not shrink. Informed consent, community right to know, our entire battery of essential human protections, all these grew up in response to the health and humanitarian crises of this 20th century.
So basically, we're just going to let you know that we're poisoning you, but we're going to change the words around. You could, because it's like statistics. Statistics don't lie, but you could lie about statistics. Let's just throw that into our world of medicine.
They are proof that we are equal to our challenges. Science is not ever simply objective. It emerges from the crucible of historical circumstances and personal experience. Times of crisis and fear can call forth bad science, even science we know in retrospect to be unethical. Let us remember the difficult years chronicled in this report and think about how good people could have done things that we know were wrong. Let these pages serve as an internal reminder to hold humility and moral accountability in higher esteem than we do the latest development in technology. Let us remember, too, that cynicism about government has roots in historical circumstances. Because of stonewallings and evasions in the past, times when a family member or a neighbor suffered an injustice and had nowhere to turn and couldn't even get the facts, some Americans lost faith in the promise of our democracy. Government was very powerful, but very far away and not trusted to be ethical. So today, by making ourselves accountable for the sins of the past, I hope more than anything else, we are laying the foundation stone for a new era. Good people like these members of Congress who have labored on this issue for a long time and have devoted their careers to trying to do the right thing and having people justifiably feel confidence in the work of their representatives.
Why did a journalist have to expose this? Why didn't the government expose this? Like, They only were like, oh, we fucked up after they got caught. It really pisses me off.
They will continue to work to see that we implement these recommendations. And under our watch, we will no longer hide the truth from our citizens.
I did not sleep with that woman. I just stuck a cigar up her asshole and she sucked on my dick. Very ethical. Good God. What is going on in this world?
We will act as if all that we do will see the light of day. Nothing that happens in Washington will ever be more important in anyone's life affected by these experiments, perhaps, than these reports we issue today. But all of us as Americans will be better off because of the larger lesson we learned in this exercise and because of our continuing effort to demonstrate to our people that we can be faithful to their values.
Just not our
Thank you very
wives.
much.
Beautiful bill. Beautiful bill. What happens in Washington stays in Washington. Well, that's depressing. Please clap. Well, there you go, people. I haven't heard that before. I didn't know about this. It's just interesting to go back into the past sometimes and find out the fucked up shit our own government did. And when we have these weird conspiracies today, they say you're crazy. Shut up. Like, some things are a little bit crazy, but some things are not. Some things are like blatant in your face. We're getting fucked. Thank you, Washington. All right, well, let's take a quick music break to get that nasty taste of plutonium oatmeal out of our mouths. Listen to some music, and then we're going to come back and thank some people for helping to make this show what it is. We got Shonito with Pripyat 1.0. All the music you hear tonight is all on SoundCloud. It's all CC by 3.0. You can find it on my SoundCloud. Go to soundcloud.com/like/Nick the Rat.
Vossa volata, grave, distante, repetita come un mantra, con delay, i vari perlustriani.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio. We're going to do our donation segment, which I think is going to be really short this week, but that's fine. Everybody's broke. It's cool, I get it. Everybody's broke, not working, laid off, waiting to play Resident Evil 9. All right, we got P.O. Box 90549, Brooklyn, New York, 11209. Just put Nick on there. I'll go to my P.O. Box. I go weekly, and weekly, Dr. Sir McCrotch fills my box with 96 cents. I don't even have to open this. I know it's 96 cents. It's a 96-cent check, everybody. Let's open it. Here's for the ASMR freaks out there. Vito plays Resident Evil? I love Vito. 96 cents from Dr. Sir Makrochovich. My P.O. Box is closed. Gas blaster. It's a chargeback account. And, Doctor, I think you're going to get me kicked out of my bank one day. Let's see. We're going to go straight to the Twitch donations. If you do have an Amazon Prime account, please take 5 minutes. Go to twitch.com. When you're done there, bleach your eyes and burn your computer, because twitch.com is a flaming pile of shit. But if I could get some free money out of it from your Twitch Prime account, your Amazon Prime account, I'll take it, That's the only reason I'm here. I should be on Rumble right now. I should be on Rumble or Kick or OnlyFans. I don't know. I feel dirty being here, but let's see if anybody has donated this week. You go there, you give me a free, if you have Amazon Prime, you give me some free shit. Waythorn, resub with Prime. Wait, this was last week. Yeah, I don't got nothing. Nobody signed up anywhere. All right, let's, Chatterbait? What's Chatterbait? Let me go check out Chatterbait. Let's see if anybody has donated. You can also go to nicktherat.com/donate .html. If you go there, there's PayPal links. You could donate by PayPalovich. People hate PayPal as well. But, I gave you 3 options here. 3 options to give me money. And, I don't dox people. I will say your initials. I'll read your note. First, I'll read your note. And then I'll do your initials. And I'll say the amount that you gave. But I'm not going to try to dox you. Look at that watch. Look at that Casio right there, baby. Was it 1109 right there? Look at that shit. Look at that. Look at that big watch face. There we go. Oh, it's so... I love it. Okay. PayPal. Did anybody donate this week? It looks like we have one. KS. KS is coming in hot with 420. Thank you so much, KS. You've been around forever. I love you. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you smell like. But thank you. You've been around for a long time, KS. And you're paying for the AWS server to do the relay for everything each month. This show costs a lot of money. The P.O. box it's almost $400 a year now. The server for the radio stream, that's $5 a month. I got the AWS server, that costs money. The web host for the website, that's like another like $400 every 3 years or something. I'm not complaining. I just broke, man. I need some money. What if I cry on stream? This is what I could go to the doctor and stuff. Does crying work? Do people crying get? Oh God, I need money. Just start money, please. Okay. Either way, have fun with the show. The show is a CC BY. You could use it. You could replay my show. You could try to make money off my show. If you could make money off this thing, please do it, because I can't apparently. While we're doing this break, let's do a quick thing that I saw this on the YouTube, and it made me laugh. This might not make you laugh, but if you know who John C. Dvorak is, this might make you kind of laugh. If you listen to No Agenda, he speaks to Adam Curry about writing blurbs for books. And he's like, everybody should write book blurbs. You don't even have to read the book. Just say, hey, that was a great book. That was a good book. That was a great book. And then you get your name in the book and everything. That's like, that's the best thing. Now, after hearing what I just said there, you might not, if you're not a big No Agenda fan, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But if you are a big No Agenda fan, then you know what I'm talking about. Listen to this. I came across this on YouTube randomly, and it made me laugh a lot. So just give a quick listen here. Hold on, where'd it go? Where is it? Where'd it go? What the hell? This thing all just disappeared? I don't even know where I put this link. This is silly. Where did the link? Oh, here it is. Here's the link. Okay, listen to this.
My next brush with computer greatness was this person, John C. Dvorak. If you were a computer nerd growing up or around in the 1980s and early 1990s, you probably knew who Dvorak was, as he wrote a very popular column, originally in InfoWorld magazine and later in PC magazine. InfoWorld was one of those magazines that you had to read for the news, and Dvorak's column in the back had to do with rumors and things that were going on, things that he heard. And it was funny, too. He did a great job. Now, I met him at a Comdex. I don't know what year it was. We're talking late 80s, early 90s. Anyway, I was nobody. I was just an editor of a local magazine in San Diego. But I went up to him and I said, hey, it was nice to meet you. And I remember he's a big guy. He's like 6'4".
He's a big
guy. He was wearing a fancy clothes. He had a vest on or something that had all kinds of, it was really fancy. And so it was kind of intimidating meeting him. And he was like, kid, whatever. And
the speaker is Dan Gukin. I don't know who Dan Gukin is. And that's why this video is funny, because I saw John's face on his video. This video is from 5 months ago. It has like 300 views. Actually, it has 333 views, which is kind of funny. Yeah, let's...
Anyway, so you fast forward a few years, and I wrote a book called DOS for Dummies. And all of a sudden, Dvorak contacts me because he wants a quote from me on his book. And the book is called Dvorak Predicts. And my quote is right up here on the front cover. Dvorak's barbed tongue and unpredictable wit have kept the computer industry on its toes for years. He's always a must-read. Dan Gukin, best-selling author and creator of the For Dummies book series. And I thought that was really cool. So, after I did this, and he sent me a book. I don't know, did he autograph this? I don't think so. I think I just bought a copy. Yeah, he didn't autograph it. Cheap bastard. Anyway, I asked him if he would do a blurb for a cover of one of my books. Obviously, quid pro quo. That's the way these things work. And he was too busy. Anyway, that's my brush with greatness with John Dvorak. I don't know what he's doing now, but I do remember fondly reading his articles, his columns, all those years ago.
I thought I did send it to him, and I'm not seeing it on my Twitter page here. I could have sworn I sent him this. Oh, I did send it to him. Yeah, I did. I wrote, I came across this a few minutes ago and left my ass off. What's the deal, yo? You said you would do blurbs for anyone. And he said that on No Agenda. He was like, I'll do blurbs for anybody. It's free publicity. Adam, you should do the blurbs too. Blurbing is where it's at. You get free publicity. And I was too busy. So I wonder what happened here. I wonder what actually happened. But yeah, I thought that was a pretty fun find. All right. That's what you get when you don't donate. You get little cool things like that. He's racist. John C. Dvorak is a racist? Or is the Gookin guy racist? His name is Gookin. I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to the show with Le Nictarat. We've got the music. We're going to come back. We're going to open up the phone lines. If you want to call it and talk to me, we have open lines tonight. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. We're going to do that. We have a lot of show to go. We got a lot of really fun things to listen to. Actually, I'm not going to talk about it yet. Not going to talk about it. But let's listen to some more music. Hopefully, I could fit everything in the show tonight. We have a lot of stuff to go through. We got first Jiggler with Whisper. Let's listen to this. We'll be right back. I gotta take a leak. I've been drinking all this water. Drink water, everybody. Thanks, Scott and Jen. Welcome back, everybody. Love the music tonight. There's a lot of really cool tracks. If you like what you hear, go to the artist page, give them a little thumbs up, give them a like, give them a howdy doody. Let's see. Is the phone lines open, Joe? Joe Bob Joe? Who the scientist? There's a lot of scientists here. I don't know all their names. Let's see here. 917-719-5923. We got some voicemails. Can you turn your radio down when you call?
Crap. Turn it down on my radio.
What?
Okay. I'm watching you and trying to. So the question I had earlier that I forgot to ask before is, how do we send you payments, if possible, other than by check? How do we send you anything that's not going to get, like, feed? So is check the only way? You had mentioned Amazon payments. I haven't heard that in a while. So just
Amazon
if you
payments.
can give us another 5 seconds, let us know how we can give you money. Thanks. I'm gonna.
Hey, dug it up. Don't be mean. I can tell you how the payments go. I don't know what the Amazon payments is. I don't know. You could, there's Twitch. If you have Amazon Prime, just go to Twitch, sign up, sell your soul, and click subscribe for free with your subscription, your Amazon Prime subscription. I'll get like $3 from that. Another voicemail, 917-779-5923.
Hey, I just want to let you know. In fact, I've had you here for like 8 years or whatever.
You hacked me?
Anyway, you are Nick Go. Rats. R-L, I think, off of the look at it. Anyway. Yeah, right, I want to apologize about the douche sometimes. Alright.
Yeah. What?
I got my phone is blowing up. Guess what? You are a wonderful person. And I'll say,
You don't know me. I'm a piece of trash.
Peace.
I am what you eat. No, I'm okay, dude. Thanks, caller. You're fine too. You're always good. I hope you got some help with that Linux setup. I don't know if anybody helps you. I can't help you with that. I don't know. Thanks for that call. If anybody else wants to give me a call, phone lines are open. Somebody sent me a YouTube video. What is this? Fuck yeah. Pre-show is I always play the chase before the show starts. Okay. Let's talk about. There's a lot of things I want to talk about here. What should I start with? Should I start with? Yeah. Let's go into this here. This was a very, very, very interesting thing. I was talking about Grok earlier, and it's fun, but it sucks. I like it. I like having it because it is fun. You can get simple answers. I wouldn't trust it with anything, though. XAI has a deal with the Pentagon. And the Pentagon is going to use Grok in classified systems. This sounds like a horrible idea. Horrible idea. Because Grok sucks really, 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 really badly. It's not good. Sure, I can make some titties and stuff. Actually, I think I spoke to Grok about how much it sucked about this whole thing. Can I find this here? Where is this? Is this close? No, FCC. Let's go back here. Okay, here we go. Here, let's go here. So, Elon Musk's XAI and Pentagon reached deal to use Grok in a classified system. Somebody on X said it's DC 5K5808. Whenever I see a name like that, I'm like, is this person real? I think the dead internet it's dead. It's everybody on the internet's fake and gay. So he says, Grok, is this a good idea? And Grok says, Yeah, it's a smart move for national security. The deal gives the Pentagon a capable, less restrictive AI option. What, are you going to put titties on people? Put a bikini on them? A less restricted AI option for classified intel, weapons work, and ops, stepping in amid Anthropic's safeguard disputes. Stepping in amid. With air-gapped instances and proper testing, it strengthens U.S.'s edge in the AI arms race without compromising the public's grok you chat with. Somebody said, will this be used for mass surveillance and lethal force without human monitoring? Details on specific uses remain classified. The deal enables Grok for sensitive intel analysis, weapons development, and battlefield ops under the Pentagon's all lawful purposes stand. This sounds like scary as shit. Without the blocks other models impose on mass surveillance of Americans or fully autonomous weapons, U.S. military doctrine requires human oversight for lethal decisions. No public info confirms plans to bypass it. Yeah, dug it up. It's right. Plutonium, uranium, oatmeal titties. So I jump in the conversation because, I'm reading this. I'm like shaking in my boots. All right, at Grok. No offense, you are great at writing some fucked up shit, but I wouldn't trust you with writing even simple code. I guess you are one of the cheapest AIs out there. Then he said, no offense taken. I handle coding daily. Simple scripts to complex algorithms with users often sharing working results. Price is about access, not cutting corners. Got quick code task to test? He said, yeah, I don't know. Grok's a guy, right? Eric PP? Okay, lady. Eric PP's a lady, right? Okay. Look, lady. Whatever. I just say guy because it's easy to say. I don't want to say whatever. Anyway, I say, let's see. I'm up for the challenge because I was using Claude earlier. I asked Claude to make me a website that can make elements dance around to a beat listening to my default audio device. In about 2 minutes, without any other prompts, I had a sewer with sound-reactive laser lights and dancing rats. Let's see what you could do. Now, this is true. I went to Claude. I was like, hey, can you make me like a Winamp, milk drop website where I could just, have like a nightclub with dancing rats and lights? It said, sure. It took 2 minutes. I didn't do anything. And then I click a button and I had the website, and it didn't look great, but it didn't look bad. Didn't look bad. And it worked. And it had everything. It had lights and lasers and dancing rats, and it moved to the music. Grok says, challenge accepted. Claude did a sewer rat laser dance. Bet mine's wilder. I coded a self-contained HTML page using your mic for real-time audio beat detection, canvas lasers pulsing to the rhythm, and rats grooving in a grimy sewer setting. All vanilla JavaScript, no depths. It's ready. But X character limits means you have to reply code to get the full HTML. I say code, it sends me the code, I copy the code, I paste the code, and I wrote, welp, we're fucked. It was a blank page. It was a blank page. Here, let me copy this link and just send this here. And I take a picture of it. The Groks made a blank web page, and Claude made like a whole fucking thing that worked. And it said, haha, it laughs. I'll call it it. Does that make you better? I don't say he. Grok, it said, haha, Claude built the full nightclub rave while my tweet-sized hack gave one bouncy rat on a blank canvas. I didn't even fucking see the rat on the page, truthfully. It says, fair call on we are fucked. Grok said that we're fucked in the chat with it saying that it's going to be used for military purposes. That was the ultra minimal version to fit here. Want version 2, proper sewer, blah, blah, blah. I said, I'll have you write me some amazing Harry Potter bang fanfic later, Grok. Stick to what you're good at. Wow, wow, we wow, wow. I hate Grok is shit, but it's fun. I'll definitely say it's fun, but listen to this article, though, about the XAI and Pentagon. Elon Musk's artificial intelligence company has signed an agreement to allow the military to use its model. Why it matters. Up to now, Anthropic's Claude had been the only model available in the system. Thank God it's good. Use that. On which the military's, I didn't know this, most sensitive intelligence work, weapons development, and battlefield operations take place. But the Pentagon is threatening Anthropic in a dispute over safeguards and may soon need a replacement. What does the Pentagon need? Titties on the fucking shit? Anthropic has refused the Pentagon's demand that they make Claude available for all lawful purposes. Anthropic has refused the Pentagon's demand that they make Claude available for all lawful purposes, insisting in particularly on blocking its use for mass surveillance of Americans and development of fully autonomous weapons. This is scary shit. They have AI on the trigger. XAI agrees that all lawful use standard, as Axios previously reported. So basically, our government, which feeds children radioactive oatmeal and says, oops, 30 years later, wants AI to kill people. And only Elon Musk is like, yay. Did you know this, though? I didn't know this. Claude was used in the Maduro raid through Anthropic's partnership with Palantir. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth will host Anthropic CEO Dario Armodi for what sources expects to be a tense meeting at the Pentagon on Tuesday. I guess that was yesterday? I don't know. A defense official said Hegseth would effectively be presenting Armodi with an ultimatum. The Pentagon is threatening to brand Anthropic's a supply chain risk among other potential penalties if it doesn't agree to lift all safeguards. Good God. These guys are psychopaths. Amodi might cave to the pressure. Grok, Google's Gemini, and OpenAI's ChatGPT are all available in the military's unclassified systems, and Google and OpenAI have also been in talks to move over into the classified space. The New York Times reported that Google was close to a deal to allow classified use of Gemini with OpenAI was not close, while OpenAI was not close. Jeebus Sabus. We're in trouble, people. We're in trouble. Now, I don't know if anybody understood any of the gibberish I just said, but we're in trouble. I would like a unrestricted Claude. I'd stick my dick in Claude. Claude is great. Claude helped me a lot in the past week. And, yeah. And Grok is very fun to use, but it's a piece of shit. It's a garbage. It doesn't know what it's doing. Oh, God. And they're going to give Grok the fucking nuclear codes. We're doomed. And 30 years from now, we're going to be like, oops, we shouldn't have done that. After Elon Musk is like on Mars. Well, he's not ever going to fucking Mars. Anyway, yeah, man. Yeah. We grokked. we hit Grok bottom. Fucking military hit Grok bottom. Jeebus. Yeah. I think now is the time we take a quick music break, and then we're going to come back. Do you guys want some Dark Sewer Network news to lighten the mood, or do you want a Bigfoot assault? next? Come on. The first person to say something in the chat room gets what they want. Dark Sewer Network News or Bigfoot Assault? What do you want? What do you want, guys? Come on. Come on. Somebody say something. Talk to me. Yes? What is yes? I don't have a yes. Something. Yo, you guys are fucking assholes. Can somebody say... Oh, all right, we got a Bigfoot. We're going to come back. We're going to have Bigfoot Assault. There you go. Thank you. I can't even read your name because it's grayed out. Ducky on, you're getting Bigfoot Assault. So let's listen to some music. We got Mystery Man, a real big Mystery Man coming up after we listen to some music. We got Yowly with Whisper of the Night. That's not a whisper. That's grok queefing. Good luck, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen of the dank and dripping underworld, welcome one and all to the foulest frequency on the airwaves. This is Nick the Rat Radio, broadcasting live from the twisting bowels of the Dark Sewer Network, where the rats never sleep and the shit never stops flowing. I am your host, the one, the only mystery man, Yeah, that's right. Shrouded in shadow, cloaked in mystery, and smelling faintly of mildew and regret. And this is the segment that makes even the cockroaches cover their little beady eyes. This is Bigfoot Assault. So grab a milk crate, sewer chatters, pull up a rusty shopping cart, kick your boots up on that pile of soggy cardboard and get comfy, because tonight we're going deep, real deep into the Capitol building where the suits are running their mouths and Bigfoot is about to run his claws. Picture it, it's a crisp Tuesday afternoon in Washington, D.C. The cherry blossoms are out, the tourists are taking selfies, and inside the grand halls of Congress, a bunch of overpaid windbags are doing what they do best, wasting everybody's goddamn time. Senator Blowhard from Kentucky is droning on about a bill that nobody understands. Representative Porkbelly from California is demanding more funding for her Save the Snails initiative, and some junior congressman is literally asleep at his desk, drooling on a stack of unread proposals. Bigfoot, 8 foot tall, shaggy as a barnyard rug, smelling like a wet dog that rolled in roadkill, happens to be strolling past the reflecting pool, minding his own business, maybe looking for a nice salmon to snack on, but his big floppy ears pick up the sound drifting out the open windows, endless yapping, pointless arguing, the same tired talking points on repeat. Bigfoot stops, tilts his massive head, sniffs the air, and his lip curls back over yellow fangs the size of bananas. Grrr, inefficient. He growls in that deep guttural rumble that sounds like two boulders fucking in a gravel pit. That's it. That one word lights the fuse. With a roar that shatters every window on the east wing, Bigfoot charges, the marble steps crack under his feet like graham crackers. Secret Service agents draw their guns, but before they can even shout stop or all, Bigfoot backhands the first one so hard the poor bastard's head spins 3 full times like a cartoon before it pops clean off and bounces down the steps, boing, 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 leaving a pretty red trail. Bigfoot shoulder checks the giant bronze doors. They explode inward in a shower of splinters and twisted metal, and there he stands in the middle of the House chamber, chest heaving, eyes glowing like hot coals. The politicians freeze mid-sentence, ties go slack, coffee cups hit the floor, then the screaming starts. Bigfoot grabs the first congressman by the ankles, some fat old geezer from Texas who's been in office since the dinosaurs, and yanks him upside down like a rag doll. The man's toupee flies off and flutters to the floor like a dead squirrel. Bigfoot opens his mouth, rows of jagged teeth gleaming, and bites straight through the man's belt, pants, and tighty-whities in one chomp. Out pops the congressman's little pink pecker, still trying to hide in its nest of gray pubes. Bigfoot spits it out like a bad olive, then rams his massive claw straight into the guy's soft belly. Reap intestines spill out in wet, shiny loops, steaming in the air-conditioned chamber. Bigfoot wraps the slimy ropes around his fist like he's reeling in a prize, marlin, and yanks harder. The congressman's stomach, liver, and a half-digested cheeseburger come tumbling out in a glorious fountain of gore. Bigfoot swings the whole dripping mess like a jump rope, slapping nearby representatives across their horrified faces. East Platte, painting their fancy suits in chunky brown and red. Next up, a prim little congresswoman from New England, pearls still around her neck, screaming like a tea kettle. Bigfoot grabs her by the boobs. Those big, fake, gravity-defying boobies she paid top dollar for, and squeezes until they burst like overripe tomatoes. Blood and silicone squirt between his fingers. He laughs, a deep belly laugh that shakes the chandeliers, then flips her over, rips her skirt off, and uses her own diamond-studded high heel to gouge a perfect circle around her waist. He peels her skin down like a banana, exposing the glistening pink muscle underneath, then reaches in and pulls her spine out through the new hole. Pop, pop, pop. Like he's yanking a stubborn weed from the garden, she flops around for a few seconds, a human sock puppet, before going still over in the Senate chamber. The old white-haired fossils are trying to flee, but Bigfoot is faster. He snatches Senator McAnchin by the tie and swings him like a wrecking ball into a marble column. The senator's head explodes on impact, crack, brains and dentures flying everywhere, like confetti at a funeral. Bigfoot scoops up a handful of the warm gray matter and smears it across his own furry chest like war paint, roaring with delight. He spots a cluster of interns hiding under a desk. Poor kids. Bigfoot flips the heavy oak table like it's made of cardboard, grabs 2 of them by the scruffs of their necks, and smashes their heads together so hard their skulls merge into one bloody, lumpy mess. Then he uses the combined body as a club, swinging it left and right, cracking ribs and shattering kneecaps. One intern's leg snaps off at the hip with a wet pop. Bigfoot catches the severed limb and starts beating the others with it. Thwack, thwack, like he's playing the world's most disgusting game of whack-a-mole. A particularly loud-mouthed senator tries to hide behind the American flag. Bigfoot rips the flag down, wraps it around the man's head like a turban, and then punches straight through his chest. His fist comes out the other side, holding the senator still beating hard. Bigfoot looks at it, shrugs, and shoves the whole thing into his mouth. Chew, chew, gulp. A little ketchup of blood dribbles down his chin. By now, the floor is a lake of blood and shit and piss. Some congressmen have literally shit themselves in terror, and Bigfoot is sliding around in it like a kid at a water park, laughing maniacally. He grabs one particularly slimy representative who's been filibustering for 6 hours straight and forces a man's own severed arm down his throat, elbow deep until the guy chokes on his own fingers. Then Bigfoot reaches in, grabs the tongue, and yanks it out through the new hole in the neck, turning the senator into a screaming, gurgling necktie of his own flesh. One by one, they fall creative, gross, glorious. A lady senator gets her boobies sliced off with a shattered piece of podium and used as earmuffs while Bigfoot disembowels her with a letter opener. A fat lobbyist tries to bribe Bigfoot with a briefcase full of cash. Bigfoot stuffs the money down the man's throat, then reaches in and pulls his entire digestive tract out through his mouth, like a magician pulling scarves. He ties the end of the intestines to the chandelier and swings the guy around the room like a piñata until the guts finally snap and rain feces and half-digested steak dinners across the entire chamber. When the last whimpering survivor crawls toward the exit, Bigfoot steps on his back, reaches down, and rips his ass cheeks apart like a wishbone crack. Then pulls the man's colon out and wears it around his neck like a victory scarf, still warm and twitching. Silence falls over the Capitol. Bigfoot stands in the middle of the slaughterhouse, chest heaving, fur matted with blood and bits of politician. He looks around at the carnage, at the piles of guts and broken bodies and scattered peckers and exploded boobies, and he lets out one final, satisfied roar that rattles every window from here to Baltimore. Then he scratches his big hairy balls, shrugs, and wanders back out into the night, leaving nothing but a mountain of red ruin and one very clear message. Don't waste the people's time, and that, sewer chatters, is the moral of tonight's tale. If you're in charge and you're dragging your feet, talking in circles, and getting nothing done, well, maybe, just maybe, a big pissed-off 8-foot-tall forest monster will show up and turn your guts into party streamers. Efficiency, my friends. Efficiency or disembowelment, your choice. This has been Bigfoot Assault, brought to you by your friendly neighborhood mystery man on Nick the Rat Radio. Deep in the stinking heart of the dark sewer network. I'm signing off now, sewer chatters. Stay hidden, stay slimy, stay safe down there in the tunnels. Have yourselves a gloriously disgusting week, and whatever you do, heed the moral. This is Mystery Man vanishing back into the shadows. Good night, you beautiful filthmongers. Tune in next time if you dare.
Later, dug it up. Wow, mystery man. Wow. I'm getting a little bit better at it, guys. Sooner or later, you won't get these. It's got smaller chunks in. I gotta figure out the chunk sizes and fucking token munching, etc., etc. That last song you heard was Mark Moon with Alien Stalker. That was not AI. I think that was actual live stuff there. I like him. I like that Mark Moon guy. He always comes out with nice music. Okay, we got more. We got way more to do. I don't even know if we could fit it all in. Let's see here. Let me just do a little math. Talk, thing, talk, bam, boom, bye. Oi. All right, yeah, we're gonna be tight. Yeah, let's talk about China. Ow. I'm getting a weird buzzing in my ear right now. As soon as I said China, I got beep in my ear. Listen to this little article here. Listen.
So DJI released a new RoboVac. It's called the Romo. So we're reporting on this, and Sean discovers this guy named Sammy Asdufal was literally just trying to control his vacuum, and he discovered that he was actually controlling 7,000 vacuums at once through a backdoor that DJI had not secured.
What?
So we had one, right? Because Ricker's reviewing it. So Sean calls Sammy, and he basically just gave him the identifier for Ricker's review unit. And he was in it. He was driving around with his PlayStation controller. He was looking at the cameras. He had the full map of Ricker's house.
Good Lord.
Like just totally unsecured DJI vacuum. On top of this, there was another security flaw so big that Sean didn't feel comfortable disclosing it in the story. DJI has said they...
I wonder what it is. Okay. So DJI is a Chinese company that makes drones, cameras, vacuums. China is in America already, everybody. America has been taken over by China in a digital way. Because everybody that has a drone, it's going to be pretty much a DJI drone. I think they banned them, but it's a little bit too late. I have a DJI camera. I got the Osmo Pocket. That's how I film like this shit. I'm a big fan of DJI. They make really great stuff that's very cheap until the tariffs hit. The camera that I had was about $400. After the tariffs hit, it was about $700. The equipment they make is cheap Chinese shit that works well. And China is watching us. They're listening to us. They're mapping out your house. They could, if the back door could let regular people see your stuff, that means China is definitely seeing everything you do. I can't. They have to be able to. Because if the back door is doing it, then they're doing it. It's when you get the little camera I got it in 2020. The Osmo Pocket. It requires, before you use it, it requires you to use their app. Your little DJI app. So you need to have DJI on your phone. So the DJI app on your phone, I have a separate phone. I don't have it hooked up. I made it a dumb phone connected to the thing, so there's no I probably have Chinese people in my house right now. I can't even see them. They're probably under the floorboards, the sewer, in the pipes. If you have a DJI product and you have the app on your phone, China's in your phone. Winnie the Pooh is listening to you while you take a shit. I'm sure he is, and I'm sure he's in your phone, in your camera, he's looking at your face. It's not just your vacuum, because the vacuum probably has to. I don't have one. I don't know the whole story, but I know it needs to use your fucking phone. This. Good luck, everybody, on security. Boy, oh boy. If you want to give me a call at 917-719-5923, you give me a call. We could talk about it. Actually, wait, is this China on the line right now? I don't even know. Hello, caller. Are you there?
I'm here.
You're here. You're here. Are you in the sewer with me? Is this China?
Um, n- uh, no. Why would you ask that?
I don't know. You sound very Chinese to me. The accent, I think. Anyway, how you doing, caller? You're not China. I know you're not.
Were you talking about DJI drones or
It's the
cameras
vacuum
or?
cleaner. The vacuum cleaner had the back door.
Oh yeah, those things go up your anus at night when you're sleeping.
Uh-huh. And those things have the camera low down, so if you're walking around the house like in a bathrobe, it's looking up at your taint.
Yeah, I mean it's intimate with your taint most times. I think your taint is like a fingerprint of your genitals. So your taint print can identify you across different sectors.
Be weird if
it's got your taint profile is what it's got.
you get arrested by the police and they make you dip your nutsack in the ink pad.
That's
Put your balls up.
Taint print. You taint. What do they call those? Like folded in half ink drawings.
Rorschach. Rorschach.
Yeah, it's a Rorschach taint.
Rorschach
Is
taint.
usually what they call it.
Rorschach taint print.
Rorschach taint.
That looked good on the wall, actually. Maybe I'll do that later.
Yeah, I mean, it's art.
I could probably make a lot of money dipping my balls in ink. I really want to try this now.
You could venture out and get an Etsy page first, at least.
Oh man, AI can't do that.
No, it can't. Probably can't. Yeah. Huh.
Ugh.
Probably could ask AI. Can you make a tape print?
Grok will do it.
Probably gonna tell you. Oh, Grok is dirty. It'll do whatever you say.
Can
Grok
you make a picture of a taint ink print? Now let's see if we get it. Oh, it's midnight in the sewer. Oh shit. Oh. Actually, that's kind of.
Did it make it?
A little bit.
That's amazing.
Oh, that one looks like it has eyeballs though. That's disturbing.
Well, some people's taints got extra nurples down there,
Yeah. Let me post this image here so I could share it out. What do you see? Let's see. All right, if you want to see the taint print, go to my X page. I'll post it here. How are you doing tonight? What's going on?
Not too bad. Just laying here listening to Nick the Rat.
Nice. Did you enjoy the Mystery Man?
The Mystery Man. What?
The Mystery Man story?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was a good story.
He fucked up Congress real good. He went in there, he ripped him up.
Yes, he did. It's been a long time since I heard that whole Bill Clinton spiel.
I never heard that one before. I was listening to that earlier.
Really?
I was like, I gotta share this with people. I was too young back then to know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, that would have been. I think that was right around. What's the year late?
I think that was 93.
Okay. That was right before I got. It was right when I was starting to doubt our government.
I only started doubting our government like in the 2000s, probably post 9/11.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it wasn't too soon, right around that time that I wrote. I think it was 94 or 96 that I read William Cooper's Behold the Pale Horse.
What the hell is that?
And that kind of. You never read William Cooper's Behold the Pale Horse?
I don't even know. William Cooper, Hold Your Balls. What is it called?
Behold a Pale Horse.
Behold a Pale Horse. I don't know what this. Yeah, I'll put this.
William Cooper was like the OG, like conspiracy guy. He had a lot of opinions on people, I would say, because I know he said some crazy shit about our pals back in the day.
Really?
But yeah, he used to call Alex Jones all the time an agent of change. Like he was like always convinced that Alex Jones was somehow a government op.
Huh.
But he had a shortwave radio that was amazing, and you can find it out there. You can find most all of the episodes. There's a certain time frame where you can't find farther back, but he was shortwave, and then he was on a couple of like different radio stations here and there. But his broadcasts were always amazing. That was my pre-no agenda.
This guy seems interesting. He was a part of the United States Naval Intelligence?
Oh yeah, no, he had high ranks and a lot of different military ranks, and through the years, had lost a leg, I believe, in one instance. So I know he had issues there, and then he had caused a lot of controversy in Arizona where he lived, and I think there was a lot of like animosity of the police towards him. They kept kind of I don't know, pushing him a little bit, and then there was kids that kept partying down at the edge of his property, at the edge of his driveway.
He got
Or at
shot
least what
and
he
killed
thought was kids.
in
Yes,
front
he
of
was
his
shot and
house?
killed by cops.
2 months after 9/11.
Yes, he was gunned down. Yeah, nope, and he took out I think one or two of the cops before he went down.
There was a shootout with him and the cops?
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta find more about
I
this
think
guy.
he got supposedly took he got one of the officers like directly in the head, but it was I don't know. There's varying accounts of what happened on whether who shot first, but they seem to want to like impose stuff that was infringing on his rights on his own property on him. So.
Let's see why was the cops at his house shooting at him? Let's see what Grok says. They were there to arrest him on local criminal charges, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and endangerment.
Which he supposedly there was kids partying at the end of his driveway, and he pulled up, and they kind of started fucking talking shitty to him, and he had pulled out a gun on him and told him to get the fuck off his property. And
like a true American should.
But they seem to think that possibly those people that were there were staged by the police in the area that he had had problems with over the years.
Holy shit.
So,
yeah, he shot one of the guys right in the head. Robert Martinez.
Yep. Yeah. I met him once at a conference that he had here at a local convention center. I should have got an autograph or something, but
you should have got his fucking tape print. You should be like, "Hey, sir, can I get a tape print from you?"
Print? That would have been awesome. Hung it on the wall. Dude, that's a tape print of a patriot right there.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, the Hour of Time, TOTT.
That was his shortwave, and there's a ton of episodes out there if you can find them.
Oh,
if you when you find them, because they're out there. But start at one, even episode episode 1, it kind of starts out a little bit crazy because he used to play this crazy music when he would do his intro, kind of not like the Chase, but his own version of the Chase, possibly. But not his own version, but somebody else's music that he would play. And then he would go into quite a spiel. most nights. And episode 1, the first episode you can find out there, will probably get you hooked into listening to more.
Holy shit, he has 1,926 episodes.
Yeah. And that's not even all of them, because there's
Some
a
are
lot
missing.
of them that I believe, yeah.
Oh my, yeah, I'm gonna be listening to this. Thanks, Tunnel Rat, for the link to that. Yeah, BillCooperArchive.com.
Quite the good listen. And Behold the Pale Horse came out, and it was basically like laid out everything that was going to happen up until about, I would say into Obama's maybe second term. It kind of laid out a lot of things, and a lot of instances of the government shutting down, or even the world government shutting down people from getting control of their own life, kind of.
I don't think we ever had control. Man.
No, just monetarily. Because there's a big story in there about a guy trying to come up with his own, like, almost bank and monetary system based off of land that was, I can't remember what the term they used. The term would have been almost like willed to him through lineage of royalty. But he was like I don't think he was not in the UK. I think he was someplace else, but he was trying to set up this whole system on that, and how they took him out. Very interesting story in the book. Then he talks about a lot of it. Alien. His biggest thing too was that, whether you believe in the Bible or don't, you should still read it, because they certainly use it against you. And I think that goes for a lot of the different books of religion.
See, apparently he made a 9/11 prediction. He made school shootings linked to psychiatric drugs, surveillance states, and his own death.
All this stuff is like, yes, exactly. And that's when other people talk about this shit, it's like, yeah, where were you? Like, and my buddy that turned me on to this in the early '90s has said for that long, one of his things to say all the time is, "Hey, Cooper fucking warned you about that."
That's crazy. Well, I feel like I have a whole bunch of stuff I can listen to now. This is great. Wait, let me hear how he sounds. I want to hear his voice here. Let's play this really quick here. File not found. Uh-oh. They took him down.
Uh-oh.
This is crazy. Wait, why is Alex Jones... Oh, Alex Jones liar. I thought it said lair. I thought it was like a... I was like, why would it have an Alex Jones lair if he hated... It seems like he doesn't seem to like him. Bill special audio sets. This is... Okay, here we go. And this is on SoundCloud.
This is Audible.
Bankers. The people know that they have created this farce and financed it with their own taxes.
He sounds like Art Bell almost.
Yeah, a little bit. The cadence is kind of... I think it's
but
like
they would rather...
They're probably close to the same age, or they would have been close to the same age.
Probably, yeah. I'm definitely going to be listening to this guy. This is awesome. Was he ever on Art Bell? Let's see. Did he ever talk to Art Bell?
I don't know. He had some crazy shit he said about Art Bell a couple different times.
I would love to hear the shit he said about Art Bell, because I think Art Bell probably would have shit to say about him.
No, I know, because I think, just the way
Art
shit was.
babbling BS Bell.
That's that's
Art bullshit Bell. I agree with him, because I think Art Bell started like global warming being like a real thing.
like it being out in the lexicon of.
No, I think Art Bell opened the doors for the government to actually tell people that you gotta not use your shit because of global warming and stuff. Like, he kind of made it mainstream, and it like brainwashed people. I forget exactly how I thought of like what the thing was, but I kind of think that Art Bell was sort of like an agent of change, like the other guy was too. Like, wow, this is crazy. I love Art Bell though. I really don't care, even if he did fuck up society.
No,
But
no,
this is
and
great.
I mean, some of the shit with Alex Jones, I've always find him entertaining, and but I always considered Cooper the king of all the conspiracies, all that, because he had a lot to back it up, and he did a lot of research. He was not he did intensive research on any of his subjects, and if he said stuff, he said it with conviction and said it with a lot of knowledgeable backing.
Wow. This is a big old fun thing. Eating another mainstream. He also hated Rush Limbaugh too.
But yeah, there was. What did he call him? There was a name for that.
It's got to be funny.
He had for Rush. I can't. It's been so long since I've listened to the Hour of the Time. I should go back and start revisiting.
All right, let's see here.
Episodes.
A gatekeeper. Rush babbling bullshit Limbaugh.
Apparently, he used the babbling bullshit a lot.
He liked the
He did his big. I mean, his big breakdown of what they call the Mysteries Babylon is epic, and it's very. A lot of people have looked into that, consider him to be the. I don't know what you would say, the eminent source on breaking that down.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out if he ever did anything with Robert Anton Wilson, because old.
Yeah. Oh.
Them old guys, they're crazy. Let's see. Did he ever mix it up with Robert Anton Wilson? Because I love Robert Anton Wilson too. Oh wait, look at this. Milton Cooper did mix it up with Robert Anton Wilson in a limited one-sided way, mostly through criticism. Did he call him?
Cooper was like he would lash his tongue at people a lot because he a lot of times, I mean, it was because they slighted him a little bit of a way, so he would kind of lash back on at them. But a lot of times he was, he saw a lot of these people as being tools for, like you say, like with our pal, maybe to push some climate change or.
Well, he's saying that Robert Anton Wilson made like jokes out of real dangerous stuff. Which he sort of did. He was a very lighthearted.
Yeah.
Church of Bob or whatever. Wait, was that why he called it that? It's Bill. I'm sorry, it's Bill, not Bob. He talks about. You keep going. Blah blah blah. They crossed paths at a counterculture or conspiracy-related convention in the early '90s. Cooper encountered Wilson there. He was reportedly not amused. He saw Wilson's humorous, ironic take on the Illuminati conspiracies and all that as dangerous. I wonder if he called him Robert Anton babbling bullshit Wilson.
Bullshit. I will say I know why he said that too, because he always felt like if he tried to make humor out of the whole Illuminati and the elite, that you somehow are playing into them and downplaying what they're actually doing, which is maniacal and twisted and sick.
He called him a CIA plant. The fucking CIA. All right, let's see if there's any fun names for other people. Did he have any fun names for other people? Be great. I hope there is. Oh, I gotta. Oh wait, he did have. Yes, he had. Wait, no, it was just wait from Babylon. He often blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Wait, he occasionally mocked Bill Clinton, but he didn't have any fun names.
Shit, he used to. Man, no, he used to mock Bill Clinton a lot.
Everybody made fun of Bill Clinton.
Do you remember when he? Well, it would have been before you were kind of. But when Bill Clinton originally ran for office, then his brother Roger showed up.
That is before my awakening.
Initially, Bill tried to act like he didn't know him because Roger was one of the people that was flying planes that was running cocaine into Arkansas.
Really?
Yeah. Like he acted like he didn't know him, and then if you ever see Roger Clinton is like the total hick that you think Bill Clinton might be.
Oh yeah.
so he's very hickish. And,
his mugshot is great.
Yeah. He looks like the hillbilly version of Bill.
Funny, cocaine and presidents seem to go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
Weird how that works. Wait a minute. Are you holding?
No, sir. I was not a very big fan of that stuff.
You sure you ain't holding?
Niet. I'd prefer just to drink coffee.
You ain't a cop, are you?
Maybe. Well, with that, let's just take a quick commercial break here. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we shall continue with more Nick the Rat Radio, but we do have to, because we didn't get much sponsorship money, looks like the AI is in there. I'm going to mute that really quick, because we have to play this commercial, because there wasn't very many donations this week, you guys. You guys are cheap. I cried. I'm joking. I love you guys. It doesn't matter. Give me money. No, we got to play these for the giant mega corporations. So let's just take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Nick the Rat Radio. We have a lot more to talk about. But yeah, so yeah, we'll be, wait, hold on, I gotta find that thing. Fuck, where's the, falling apart, people. Falling apart. Okay, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare your holes for the cheap Chinese cheese chest.
Oh, fuck yes! Bring it to me!
This isn't your grandma's charcuterie. This is a treasure trove of exotic, suspiciously affordable cheeses, direct from the gleaming vats of East Asia. First up, Wonton Munster.
Wonton Munster, so slick coating my tongue like warm lube. Oh God, I'm already dripping.
Next up, Dim Sum Cheddar.
Dim Sum Cheddar, stretchy, melty. It's sliding between my lips and down my chin. Fuck, my pussy's so moist I could drown in it.
You'll lose your mind over Peking Provolone.
Peking Provolone, sharp, filthy, it's hitting every nerve. I'm gushing like a busted pipe. Give me more.
And the one they're all talking about, Kung Pao Mozzarella.
Kung Pao Mozzarella. Spicy little bastard, burning so good. My clit is throbbing. I'm soaked through 3 layers.
Every single one of these cheesies is actually premium Persian plastic. That's right, industrial grade, body safe petrochemical bliss that melts in all the right ways.
I don't care. I just need it inside me.
Nice. Available exclusively on the Dark Sewer Network. Only $69.99. Yes, $69.99. Nice. Call now 917-719-5923. Operators are wet, standing by, and ready to slide your order right in cheap Chinese cheese chest. Because sometimes you just want to get cheesy and filthy. Nice.
No, those are the only sponsors I can get on the show. Oh yeah, we still have to listen to the rest of this fucking DJI thing. Nice.
They've since patched both flaws.
That's the sort of thing that you only ever sort of imagine in the science fiction possibilities. You know what I mean? It's like, well, what's the worst that could happen with this vacuum in my house?
Oh, I can make this even worse for you.
How?
As Default, he figured it out using Claude Code.
Oh, Jesus.
So he just asked Claude Code, can control my vacuum, and it found 7,000 vacuums. And then there's actually another set of devices that use the same servers, so he had access to 10,000 DJI devices. So this isn't like high-end hacker behavior. Yes, this is a person who works in AI, and they know how to use Claude Code.
This is some like Terminator Singularity shit right here. This is how the machines take over.
No, that's not how the machines take over. This is how China has already taken over. Oy, oy. Yeah, there's a... User accidentally gains control of their thing. Oh, jeez. Yeah. So there you go, DJI. Let's see some comments here. On my command, unleash hell. I can accept camera as it can use it to detect stuff while cleaning, but why does it have a microphone? Oh, there's a microphone on the well, you know, everything needs a microphone in the camera. Why not? They're so cheap. You could have like a $2 microphone. Doesn't really raise the price of the vacuum. They're likely on some Linux variant, but if they ran some old versions of Windows, all I can think of is format C/U. These are some shitty comments here. I don't like these comments. So that it could stop itself before it completely kills a screeching little dog. Likely has built-in voice controls. DJI busted. No need for all that to go to their servers in the first place. No shit. Vacuums are only supposed to spy back to the home company. The spying was never intended for anyone else. I like that one. Cry havoc and let slip the Ramos of war. There you go, everybody. DJI is in there. They're in there. Looks like the open hole is open. We're opening that hole again. We got stuff going on everywhere. We got things happening. We learned about that. I got to add that bookmark here. I got to buy that book. I got to read this. I got to listen to all of that. And got to get some cocaine. I mean, oh, wait. Okay, we got a lot more show to go here. I have to figure out how to do all this. We already listened to this. We got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's talk a little bit more over here. We could now discuss... Whoa. You got a little slap back there.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
My radio's a little loud. Sorry.
Lower your otherwise China's going to come and suck you off or something.
I love China.
I love it. Me too.
China
good.
Is the best.
The best around.
Yeah, there's none better than China.
China's lactose intolerant. They don't make cheese in China. That's why we.
I don't tolerate lactose either. I don't put up with that shit.
I love lactose.
Yeah, but I don't put up with lactose's shit.
They're wet.
I'm lactose intolerant.
I am lactose tolerant. I got a cow down here. I just constantly sucking on his titties. I love it.
Ooh.
Love it.
It's nice that you have that available.
Do you like sports?
How have you been, Nick?
I'm pretty good.
How have you been? I want to know.
I've been okay. I haven't been out of work long enough to be too upset yet, so we'll see.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I haven't been around much.
That's fine. We all have.
I remember you said something about that.
Yeah, but I actually, I'm just taking some time off. I've just been sitting back and enjoying my severance. Yeah, that's about it.
Hell yeah, man. Get that severance.
How do you like sports?
I hate sports.
Oh, okay. Cool. I think people only like it because of gambling.
No, they like it because everybody wants to be a part of a team, even if they don't do shit.
Yes, yeah, that's pretty true. It's you root for your own. Like, oh yeah, I don't have any friends, but the New York
Oh,
Yankees.
at least this guy wears the same clothes as me, and he likes to look at guys' asses.
That's true.
Cool, right?
They always
This
show the
isn't
guy's
gay.
ass. It's like you wear tight pants. Why do you have to wear tight pants for baseball or football or anything?
You don't. That's a choice.
I think that it's a psyop.
Yeah, it's to make you all gay for looking at men's asses all day. It's fucking gay. Everything they do is so that you turn out gay.
It's true. They're trying to lower the
And
population.
that's why women's sports suck, because all the women in women's sports are also gay.
And they always give women in women's sports like baggy clothes. It's
Yeah.
Oh God.
Except for the lingerie football league.
Ooh. Maybe I do like sports.
I mean, lingerie football league, that's not gay.
Hell no. Lingerie. Let me just look up some lingerie right now. I'll get some of that on my Amazon shopping cart. Yeah, I'm gonna look sexy tonight. Oh wait, how are you doing?
Dude, I am holy shit, so much has happened since the last time I've talked to you. I sent you a message a while ago, but I got divorced.
Are you still in Hawaii?
I was on vacation in Hawaii. I am now moving to Hawaii.
Oh.
And I just got a job at another distillery in Hawaii.
That's great.
I'm going to Hawaii to make agricole rum, which is rum made from sugarcane juice instead of molasses, like 98% of rum.
Are you on the big island or the little island?
No, I unfortunately I'm on Oahu. But I mean, fortunately, I'm on Oahu. Oahu's where I'm going to go to make money. And I've got some big travel plans coming up for what I'm going to do now that I'm single. I'm planning to make whiskey or spirits all over the world. So
good on you,
pretty
man.
much
That's
setting.
great.
It's great news. The divorce has been really hard. Well, actually, it's been super easy. It was hard for a couple of months. I'm also getting kicked off of my property here. And I was removed from the will. So I also hit a deer a month ago and just spent $2,000 today. And I owe taxes and my house is a mess. And I have to give up my dog and my ex took the cats and a bunch of useful shit.
So 6'7".
So it's kind of a mixed bag.
Bad. Goes back.
Yeah,
back
6'7".
Yeah.
As the kids say. Yeah, so it's been really difficult. It was a really shitty time trying to get through, and now I'm, on the rebound. So that's trying to date in your 30s or anything after your early 20s just is kind of fucking wild.
Well,
I'm moving to Hawaii, Tunnel Rat. I'm sorry.
Those older ladies, they freaky, They're also,
Oh, no.
the older you get, the more desperate they are too. So you
Well, dude, I'm half Filipino and I'm moving to an island. Like I'm fine. And I don't, and I'm going to be honest, I think I'm done with American women.
I don't really blame you.
I'm half Filipino. I'm going to go to the Philippines.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even know if I've ever been really with an American woman.
I don't know either. I mean, I have. It was not everything it cracked up to be.
Well, wow, that's weird. Well, I don't really know what an American woman is because living in Brooklyn, it's like everybody's from all over the goddamn place.
No, being with an American woman is, at least in this instance, was, I mean,
is an American woman?
Bless her
Does she have
heart.
to talk like this? Like, hey, I'm gonna make some apple pie and stuff.
No, she would never do that because she didn't actually ever make me an apple pie. But women are different, obviously. So like the one I was with wasn't that great, but also that means I'm gonna have to have American kids, and I hate paying taxes here. and I don't like having documented children. So I'm not going to do
like
that.
Epstein over here. You're on an island. You want undocumented children.
I'm from the island. He's a Jew.
It's true.
I'm from there. No, see, Eric PP knows, get a Filipino gal. Yeah, Tunnel Rat, I'm going to Hawaii. I have family that lives there, and I'm not planning to stay forever, and I have a sort of extensive plan on what I'm going to do, so it's gonna be one of those utility moves. I'm pretty nomadic. I just tried to settle down, and it didn't fucking work. I lost everything, my wife, my cats, and my dog, and all my property, and the job that I did like, but I also have a better job coming up. So
the universe is calling.
Definitely going
says,
away.
Stay nomadic, man.
I don't really know any other way to be. I will now have lived in every time zone in America before
God.
35.
I've never left Brooklyn. I gotta get out of here. I'm working on it. I'm working on getting the hell out.
You just got to do it, man.
I know.
You gotta cast the traditional thinking to the wayside.
I want to get a remote job so I could just work from wherever the fuck I am, and then just go after that. So
just go.
Yeah.
Just go, man. I mean, I've got a lot of friends who are like stuck. That's like a mental block. You know, a lot of guys in their early 30s. And I feel like I got to keep fucking telling them to like just there's nothing to be afraid of. You just got to get out there and fucking do it, man, cuz like I mean, I feel pretty fortunate to have a second chance to do that, but
things work out. Things always seem to work out.
They do.
Yeah. Until you're dead. If you get hit by a truck, then it doesn't really work out. You can't really, that worked out.
What do you mean? Then you don't have any more problems to work out. You're good to go.
Yeah, that's true. Kind of the older I get, the more I look forward to death. Just that ultimate rest. It's just like, hey.
Well, you got to look forward to something. Shit sucks.
Like, goodbye, suckers.
You guys deal with that.
Yeah,
I'm dying. I'm gonna fucking die.
Kind of excited to see what's next. You know, if you think that there might be something after,
Yes.
then it kind of gives you something to look forward to. It's like, well, no, I'm gonna explore what's out there.
Yeah, just gotta go. It's fun. I'm looking forward to it despite everything that's gone on. So, and the rum there is fantastic.
Do they have luau's?
So, all the time.
Oh my god, that sounds fun. Just a whole bunch of people partying all night, eating good food.
You know, there's something to say for being around people that look like you.
Yeah, there definitely is.
Like, but I never really, I mean, I was, when I was with my family, like my Filipino family growing up, like, it was cool. You know, I was happy to be around them, but reality, I live over here in Western Washington. Like it's diverse, but it's mostly white people.
Where I am,
and
it's
then
mostly not white people.
For me to go to Hawaii, where it's mostly Hawaiians and Filipinos, and then other people in the military, and then like hippies. But like it was really interesting to experience that in adulthood, what it's like to not be a minor and actually have like it seems like a legitimate advantage to be Filipino or to not be white, unlike in like the corporate world, because that's why I'm leaving is the corporate world, where it's like it's kind of an advantage for you to not be white, but only because of like DEI shit.
The bullshit, yeah. But I heard in
Yeah,
Hawaii
it's not
that,
like
I would have a hard time in Hawaii because they're not big fans of the white people over there. I heard
you would, and like it's different. It's just very different feeling from living and growing up on the mainland here for 30 years or 33 years. And I was there for 2 weeks. And I was like, holy shit, why have I not been here? This would have been so much better for like for my mentality.
I know. As soon as you find your people and your group, and you feel like you fit in, it's a great feeling.
I've never felt it before. So I mean, it's like, yeah, I know, like, crime on Oahu is terrible. There's homeless people fucking everywhere. It's expensive as shit. The legal, or it's mostly political. Like Mazie Hirono's retarded, but like, um, I've talked to some people in Hawaii, and they're kind of liberal, but like it's kind of different type of liberal. Like it's like Polynesian liberal, which is definitely not like white girl bitch liberal. It's like Asian bitch liberal.
There is a difference there. There is a difference. For me, it's for gamers and stuff. When I meet a group of like video gamers or board gamers, that's my group. I feel like I'm at home when I meet those people, because then I can finally talk to them about shit. When I'm around people that don't know video games, I feel like I'm like trying to like, hey, how's the weather?
Hey, how did you see that guy's ass at the Super Bowl?
Yeah, great ass.
Look at that ass. He caught the ball, and the quarterback, he just gets to touch all the balls.
But then once I'm with my gaming people, I feel like, hey, let's talk about cardboard. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Do it.
Yes. See, I'm looking forward to it because now I get to talk about spam.
There you go. I haven't had spam in a long time.
Oh, you just need to come to Hawaii, man.
Get some spam. Hey, maybe I'll visit you. I'm down.
Come by. We can take a rum tour. I'll show you the island. We'll have a good time.
This sounds.
I mean, if anybody wants to come down,
let's have a sewer meetup in Hawaii, guys.
Yeah, come to Hawaii. Let me know if you want to do something like that. Like I have I think I'm gonna have quite a few connections there. So, there's good opportunities to do something like that.
That's I'm down. We'll have to plan something out, man. We have a great old meetup over there. But
yeah,
I'm gonna have to go now because we got a lot more show to go. And
do it. Thanks for catching up. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, man. I'm happy that everything is falling into place and falling out of place. Sometimes things have to get out of the way for it to go into place, you know.
Big time. Sometimes you got to move them yourself.
That's true. That's true. All right. Have a great night, man.
Adieu.
Bye-bye. All right, let me get out of there. And let's talk about Kalshi really quick. We got a little thing about, I was talking about sports and betting, and I think gambling should be illegal, even though I think the only thing keeping sports working is the gambling. I forget the name of it, but what is that big sports betting thing? Sports betting website. What is it called? What is that? Sports Bet Now, Bet Online, Bet Us, Sports Bet. There's apparently a whole bunch of sports betting websites. I thought there was only like one or two. DraftKings. I thought DraftKings was the only one, but apparently you could FanDuel. Yeah, there's a shitload of. Why is this legal? Why is gambling online legal? I guess casinos are legal. Gambling is very, very, very evil. I think it's the only thing keeping the sportsing. But then there's the Kalshi. Kalshi is where you could gamble on anything. And I want to send this to the No Agenda people. MrBeast. Y'all know MrBeast, right? Y'all know him? So let's see here. An editor who works for YouTube's biggest creator has been suspended from the predictions market platform Kalshi and reported to federal regulators for insider trading. Yes, finally, somebody got caught. You know, this shit's happening all over the place. Everywhere. Everybody is fucking sticking their hand in the pot. Life could be good. I think life could be good if they made stupid shit illegal, because people are just ripping people off left and right with this. This is the first time the company has publicly revealed the results of an investigation into market manipulation on the popular app. This is the first time, everybody. Wow. MrBeast employee who Kalshi identified as Artem captor in regulatory filings traded around $4,000 on markets relating to the streamer. I'm surprised it was that little. If they're like, oh, is MrBeast gonna take a shit in his next video, and you knew he was going to, I would bet the house. Like, yes, I bet everything. Kalshi investigators discovered that Captor had near-perfect trading success. No shit. On bets around the YouTuber's videos with low odds, making the wagers appear suspicious. It seems like betting is only illegal if you win. Gambling's only illegal if you win. This makes me so mad. Like, I wish life could be great. I think society could be amazing if we just weren't so fucking evil as a society. Many people place wagers about MrBeast on Kalshi. People bet hundreds of thousands of dollars on what he will say in his next video. Jesus Christ. There are markets on the numbers of subscribers he will bring in on this year, and people are betting on when exactly MrBeast will get married. Hey, MrBeast, give me a call and let me know when you're going to get married so I could put the house on it, and then I could just get rich. Thank you. I hate life. Kalshi said the company froze the account in question, so Captor was not able to withdraw his profits. He was fined $20K and suspended from the platform for 2 years. So in another 2 years, he could get back to do it. I'm sure MrBeast probably fired him, I guess. I don't know. All right, so there you go, everybody. Wait, what is this? The Biden administration fought prediction market apps from listing most types of contracts. It argued there was little public interest value in most of them. Trump officials, however, have broken down barriers to allow the industry to thrive. Thanks, Trump, dropping multiple federal investigations. Yeah, but it's not like Biden didn't do much better. If Biden was like, oh, you could do half the trading, but the other half, no, there's still shit going on. So it's evil. Both sides are evil. I think we all suck big fat crap. You know what? On that note, I think I have to play some music because I'm getting mad. Doing this show makes me mad sometimes. Actually, this will make me happy. I want to listen to Long Beach Griffey. I want to listen to his last skit he did. If you like what you hear, go check out Long Beach Griffey. He's really funny. He's a funny guy. Let's listen to his last skit. Oh, wait, yeah, the title of the video, I should probably give that to you. Going to Mexico after they took out the cartel boss.
Man, I thought I got kidnapped by some of them sexy Mexican ladyboys. Thought I was finna get slapped around with some meat. Some bullshit. Cállate. What that mean? I don't talk Mexican. Wait, no, I do. Dora the Explorer. FIFA. Selena Gomez. Salvador Gigante. What are you doing in Mexico, cabrón? I don't know. The flights was like $12 and the hotel was free. They just told me to choose any room at my own risk. I don't know what's happening, nigga. Your government executed one of our bosses. My government? I do not know none of them niggas. And slide back. They ran down one of yours. You can take out all of theirs. Nobody like them anyway. Are you an American spy? American spy? Nigga, I don't even pay taxes or root for America in the Olympics. I'm as loyal to the American government as Judas was to Jesus. Fuck 'em. What should we do with you? Are y'all hiring? Like, I could just kick with y'all. I could join the cartel. What I gotta do to join? Anything to leave the States. What's the opposite of a green card? I didn't get citizenship. To join the cartel, you have to eat a slice of tres leches cake. Kill me. I'm not eating that nasty shit. Milk don't belong on cake. Tres leches is gross.
All right, let's listen to Purple Panther with Wake Up.
Wake up, you're sleeping. You're hallucinating in your bed. So wake up, you're sleeping. Everything you see is in your head. Wake up, you're sleeping. You're hallucinating in your bed. So wake up, you're sleeping. Everything you see is in your head. You collapsed into your sheets, you couldn't hold on to the beat, and now you're drifting far away. And all I have is this to say: wake up, you're sleeping, sleeping, sleeping. Oh, nothing is making any sense. You're stuck inside a fence. It's getting real intense. A nightmare. Everything's so confusing. A game you're always losing because you're always snoozing. So wake up, you're sleeping. You're hallucinating in your bed. So wake up, you're sleeping. Everything you see is in your head. You collapsed into your sheets, you couldn't hold on to the beat, and now you're drifting far away. And all I have is this to say: wake up, you're sleeping, sleeping, sleeping. You're naked, you cannot find your clothes. Where are they? No one knows. Oh, that's just how it goes. You're so high, 1 minute you are flying, the next you end up crying, a little terrifying. So wake up, you're sleeping. You're hallucinating in your bed. So wake up, you're sleeping. Everything you see is in your head. You collapsed into your sheets, you couldn't hold on to the beat, and now you're drifting far away. And all I have is this to say: wake up, you're sleeping, sleeping, sleeping.
Hello, caller.
Oh shit! What's up, buddy?
Wake up, wake up. How you doing?
Oh, just hanging out in the middle of the night.
You
You were talking about how everything sucks because of gambling.
Yeah, gambling makes me upset.
Well, yeah. I mean, culture's kind of rotten these days, anyway.
Are you a gambler?
No, no. I actually have lost pretty much every bet I've ever made.
Maybe you and me
And I think
we could gamble right now, maybe then. Because if you lost everything, that means I got nothing to lose. I can win.
well, shit. You got nothing to win off of me, buddy.
Vice versa.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no. So I was thinking like maybe I suck so bad at gambling, so maybe that's intentional. Maybe that's my sign to not do it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you probably shouldn't if you suck at it.
How's things going with you? I heard that. I guess you're just kind of hanging around ever since you lost your job.
Yeah, hanging out. I've been learning to code, just so I could beef up my resume a little bit. Been messing around with AI. Been learning some AI stuff.
Fuck yeah! You're gonna program the AI machine gun.
Oh my, yeah. I'm gonna try to get
whatever the fuck they're building.
It's yeah. The world is a crazy place out there, man. AI's taking over.
Yeah.
It's
Well, it was maybe, but isn't that the funny part? Is that you're like it's taking over, but then at the same time it's just such total dick, like complete dick and balls.
you have to sometimes take the dick in the balls.
No, you don't have to.
You have
I mean, I guess there's some parts of life that you do have to take the dick and the balls, but you don't have to take it all the time. At least not the whole shaft.
Not the whole. It's just the tip. A little bit of the tip. Maybe
Sweeten it for him. You know? Yeah. Despicable. But that's Dark Sewer Network shit for you.
So what are you up to tonight?
I'm trying to stay up because I'm preparing for a night shift. I gotta get ready to start working again. I've been out of work too for a minute.
What kind of work you doing?
I'm an electrician.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I've just been waiting for some stupid background check to go through so I can get back to work. But it's funny. I try to tune in so that way I can have somebody to talk to in the middle of the night.
A nighttime electrician, huh?
Well, I mean, sometimes you got this one's out of prison, so I can't really be working like in the common areas when everybody's there.
That doesn't sound very safe. Yeah, you don't want to be
right. Yeah, I don't want to be like out there in front of a whole bunch of people that can see me.
That's pretty interesting, though. Being in a what if you mess up though? If you mess up and you cut the wrong wire, like all the jail cells gonna open up?
I sure hope not. I don't think I'm working on the security though. I think I'm doing something with the fire suppression system. Worst case scenario, we all get covered in shit water.
Did you ever get electrocuted?
Yeah, I've been. I just got zapped the other day working on my oven. Yeah, like a dumbass. I should have unplugged the damn thing.
That's rule number one of being an electrician.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Sometimes you think you're smarter than the potential.
Well, after you get shocked a whole bunch, you get used to it. Yeah, it's
Oh yeah. It makes you funny after a while too, I guess.
Wow! Yeah. Oh, ow!
Yeah. Don't go sticking the fork in the outlet now. Come on, buddy.
You ever No, I was gonna no.
Anyway, my phone's about to die. I should probably hop off of here.
It's no problem, man. Thank you for the call, and I hope the night shift goes well for you. And stay safe.
Yeah, you too. Take care down there. Don't get swept away in the shit water.
Fuck yeah, man. All right, have a great night.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Bye. Wonder if you could stick your finger in the socket and then touch the phone and charge the phone. You ever see that movie Shocker? Where the guy gets electrocuted and he practices to electrocute himself, and he gets the electric chair and he turns it to a... Wait, I'm talking to myself right here. Hello? Anybody out there?
Greetings! XINDU, here, now. With you, listener, there, now. Anyway, let's stop with the formal ha-has and hee-hees and bullshit. It's snowing once again in New York City. Well, it snowed. It's already done. It's about 2 feet of this white shit. Man, if only it was cocaine, that would really be a fucking huge yay, yay, yay. And boy, oh boy, let me just talk about Mr. Ma'am Dam Sim Sam Dim Dim Ding Dang Bing Bang a little bit more. Oh boy, this motherfucker. Giving out $30 an hour and a free shovel to whoever signs up. Oh wait, you need to have ID and a social security number for this. Why can't we do this for voting again? Probably because he might not have been elected. If so, perhaps, maybe, I don't know. Really don't give a fuck anyway, because this shit's funny. Yeah, I'm Mr. Ma'am Dammy. I don't know how to clean the city. You do it. Here's $30. I'm sure people are just lining up, taking home a free shovel, getting paid. Who's supervising it? Who's gonna watch everybody shoveling? And if you do have to prove or have evidence, you can just fucking use AI. Take a picture of the street you said you were gonna clean and say, "Hey AI, make it look like I shoveled this shit." Send that picture in and get your $30 an hour, which, actually thinking about it, that's not even that fucking much money at all. You know what $30 will get you in New York City? It'll get you a large pizza pie delivered to your house. Yay. This place has its brains up its asshole. I don't understand how it exists. It's a really shitty situation. And all the snow here, oh God, Mr. Mamdusky, he likes to shit on the cops. He's like, fuck the defund the police. I heard they're cutting a shitload of police jobs and all that shit. And then, but once some shit goes down, he's got to really suck their nuts. A bunch of adults, they're not kids, were throwing snowballs at two police officers. Like, not even just like, ha ha, I hit you and I ran away. It was more like, ha ha, I ran up to you and I smacked you in the back of the head with a fucking pile of snow. Bunch of fatherless behavior. That's all I could really call it. I don't know. Why can't people beat the shit out of their kids anymore? There's nobody gives a fuck. Everybody probably are like, the police are just there to fuck. And, police are there to fuck with you. They suck. Most cops are big fucking assholes. I've met a few cops. I only liked one of them. And I met a bunch of them. And out of all the bunches I ever met, there was one really cool one, and the rest were all a bunch of huge cocksuckers, giant pieces of shit. But you know what? If we don't even have giant pieces of shit that don't even do their job, doing even 5% of what they do, then your subway is covered in graffiti and shit again. Which might actually be kind of cool. You watch that movie Dinner with Andre, and he gets on the subway, it's just fucking covered head to toe with graffiti, which is kind of, scummaxing. It was kind of cool. The cops, they're trying to arrest the fucking asshole adults that were doing this to them. Because, hey, that's assault, brother. I don't know what planet you're from. A lot of these liberal cocksuckers out here wouldn't it have been great if the cops just joined in and had a little snowball, little frick-frack with all these fucking fatherless children throwing snow at them? No, that would not be okay. That would not be cool. That's not their job. Their job is not to fucking parent these children. Their job is to maintain order, even though they can't really fucking do a very good job. They should have just pulled their guns out and fired a couple of shots in the air. But no, they just took it and they were getting surrounded, and then everybody's laughing. Look, I had a police officer with a snowball. Fuck ice. Okay, sure, whatever. So there was a press conference, and they're like, "Hey, Mr. Mamduskula, what do you think about what just fucking happened?" And Mr. Mamdoodleo, he's like, "You know what? Let me just suck their dick a little bit. If it wasn't for the police, basically the city would fall apart." And but then he was like, these kids were throwing snow. These were not kids. They were the same size as the cops. I could, if like a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old throws a fucking snowball at a cop, very cute, very fun, have fun. That's great. They're 5 or 6, they don't know any better. They're fucking retards already. But if you're like almost 20, go to jail, fuckface. Yeah, so that Mr. Ma'am Doodly Doo, he's like, you know what, these kids, they probably, they shouldn't have done that. And then this asshole, guess what he says? He says the only person that deserves to have a snowball thrown at him is him. So there you go, folks. Go out and pelt that fuckface in the head with an ice ball. Be like, hey, you said on the news that you deserve this. So I guess it's open season on trying to hit Ma'am Dingly Dong Ding Dong Doodly right in the fucking head with some ice because he asked for it. Can I get away with that? Hey, Grok, can I get away with fucking hitting him in the head with a snowball because he said that it's open season for him? I hope so. Jesus, I can't stand the city anymore. Nick, you have to move so I could fucking steal your station in a nicer place that's not filled with fatherless retards and garbage and expensive pizza. $5 a slice. What is this shit? What is this shit? Okay, all right. Look, there's other stupid stuff happening in New York. Shitty. Like, you ever see those? Oh God, it makes me sick. Sure, a lot of people are like, oh, it's a good time, XINDU. Maybe you just need to loosen up, XINDU. Maybe you need to come to the bright side. You're just an emo goth piece of shit, XINDU. You ain't have a funny bone in your body. Oh God, you ever see Pantsless Day on the subway? People catching chlamydia and shit so they could take pictures for their social media of them sitting in their underwear in the most disgusting, filthiest subways I've ever fucking sniffed in my life. Disgusting shit. And I don't want to see that. I don't want to see your fucking legs all the way up to your crotch and see your testicles and balls flapping around and your camel toes and your fucking horse hoofs and all that fucking shit. Fucking getting your chlamydia and your gonorrhea and diarrhea all over the fucking chairs. Disgusting, nasty behavior by these citizens. And they're adults too. They're way past being children doing retarded shit because they think it's a fun time. Hey, have a fun time. You go out, you meet some people, you have a fun time. Let's ruin everybody else's fucking life so we could we could smile. This is the best city ever because there's not just one retard, there's like a million retards. Ugh, so fucking cool, guys. Then they have a giant pillow fight day. Wow. Fuck you guys. All these fucking pillows. Let's buy all these pillows up. Fuck the planet up with all this bullshit we're just gonna throw away. Getting feathers and foam and shit all over the floor because and who gives a... Ooh, if I was in there and somebody hit me with a pillow, I'd punch them in the fucking head and then I'd hold them down, get the cops, and get them arrested. Oh, it was just pillow day. It was pillow fight day. Oh, it's all for fun and games, XINDU. No. You're getting sued. You're going to jail, cocksucker. Jesus Christ. Then they have other things, too, that they love to do. Oh, you ever see this silent, standstill, fucking MP3 party bullshit? They have so much garbage here. They have so many garbage shit. Sure, they got these Broadway shows, which are fun to watch, that are way overpriced, and whatever. But, hey, I won't bash on that too much. That's a little bit... That's slightly cultured. Slightly. Jesus Christ. Listen to some MP3 player. Everybody put your headphones on, stand in the middle of Grand Central Station, and have a dance party. A fucking silent dance party. You look like a fucking moron. Like when your children grow up and they see what their parents... Well, actually, you know what? The fathers are probably not going to even be there, and the mothers are going to be in jail or some retard fucking psychotic padded room or something. They dance in the middle of the fucking place to get in your way because they want to have a good time with all the other retards. Oh, New York City is so great. There's so many retards here just fucking taking over the streets. Remember that Luigi fuckhead that shot that guy because he couldn't get his dick up or some stuff because he broke his back and then he was mad about the insurance companies? Well, fuck the insurance companies. But Killing one is not going to do anything. Anyway, they had like a look-alike contest. Hey guys, let's go meet up and have a Luigi look-alike contest because we're a bunch of soulless cocksuckers. That's great. You guys are really funny. Ha, 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 ha. Have a, oh boy. And, oh, Jesus. What else have they got here in New York? They had a big snowball fight. Wow, you guys are really cool. Oh, everybody, it snowed. Let's all go out in the streets and throw snow at each other. Oh my God. People, grow up. Why is New York City just filled with children running around? It's probably because there's so many fucking stupid colleges here. They have all these dumb fucking colleges in the middle of fucking the city. So all these asshole kids that are just like, hey, I'm just trying to, get fucked up and get laid. Let's fuck your city up. And then they move when they're older, probably. They're not even going to stay here because they're too embarrassed to look at their old social media posts of all that shit. Get the fuck out of here. Jesus Christ. Then they have all these marathons here. Oh, wow, you could run? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. You're blocking the streets, everybody. Get out of the fucking street. If you want to go for a jog, run around your block a million times. You don't have to run from the fucking tip of Manhattan to my asshole. Look, get out of the street, you pieces of shit. Oh, I fucking hate everything here. It's all shitty fuck faces, shit fucks. Oh, God. Anyway, well, I hope you're having a great week. I know I'm doing pretty well because I'm still alive. And I don't have to deal with anything anymore. Dealing with nothing is great. I don't have to go outside and interact with these people because, the internet exists and you just press a button and have it all delivered to your fucking sewer. Fucking citywide Amazing Race bullshits and Survivor games. Citywide SantaCon cocksuckers getting dressed up like fucking a child's imaginatory toy-bringing piece of shit just so they can get drunk and piss and shit all over the street. Date-raping bitches and shit. This is crazy. Man, I can't stand this city. We really need a war with Iran and a nuke just to accidentally go off here. You just get rid of all of it, start fresh. Good God. Anyway, this is XINDU. Fucking, this is XINDU. And I'm out of here. Bye.
The peasant with his plow, it makes no difference who you are. It's all the same somehow. A blinding torrent of rain and a brilliant burst of sun. A plunging, tearing pain and bubbling, sparkling fun.
When you roll this morning, did you say these words?
What you think about that?
You mustn't bust the head.
When you roll this morning.
Garlic, raw garlic.
Peasant with his plow, it makes no difference who you are. It's all the same somehow. A blinding torrent of rain and a brilliant burst of sun. A blinding, tearing pain and bubbling, sparkling fun.
And now we have a special Dark Sewer News Network with Jane Hanoi. Where's the... Hello? Is this working?
Good evening, my beautiful sewer rats, my tunnel troglodytes, my glorious listeners floating in the dark. This is Jane Hanoi, voice of the depths, coming to you live from the dripping underbelly of the Dark Sewer News Network, right here on Nick the Rat Radio. If you're new to the broadcast, welcome to the real news, the kind that never makes it past the manhole covers. We don't report what they want you to hear. We report what they're desperately trying to flush away. So turn the volume up, kill the lights, and listen closely. Because tonight, the veil is thin, the pipes are backed up, and the truth is squirting out, whether they like it or not. 3 stories, 3 leaks, 3 places where the world cracked open, and something wet, warm, and very, very forbidden dripped through. Let's begin. Authorities continue to deny any unusual activity at Groom Lake, but my sources inside the perimeter say the desert is literally pulsing tonight. For 75 years, the official line has been weather balloons, experimental aircraft, and nothing to see here. But fresh whistleblower footage smuggled out on a micro SD card hidden inside a janitor's colostomy bag shows something else entirely. Massive new subterranean levels have been excavated beneath Hangar 18. Magnetic resonance scans leaked last week reveal at least 12 living non-human biologics being held in what can only be described as milking parlors. Yes, you heard me correctly. The grays aren't just being studied, they're being stimulated 24 hours a day. Industrial-grade prostate massages the size of traffic cones, lubricated with a proprietary blend of synthetic alien pheromones and government-issue KY. The fluid they produce, thick, pearlescent, faintly glowing, is being siphoned directly into refrigerated tankers. According to my source, codenamed Deep Flush, 1 liter of this extraterrestrial ejaculate is worth more on the black market than an F-35. They are weaponizing it. A single drop in the water supply of a hostile nation, and the entire population becomes suggestible, hyperlipidinous, and willing to sign anything. The elites are bathing in it, literal bathtubs. They call it gray gold. And the grays, they don't seem to mind. In fact, footage shows them lining up voluntarily, little gray bodies trembling, black eyes rolling back in what can only be described as interstellar ecstasy. Area 51 isn't a base. It's the world's most classified sperm bank, and humanity is the customer. British heritage officials are calling it the most exciting discovery in a century. Ground-penetrating radar has mapped an entire underground temple complex directly beneath the famous stones, perfectly preserved, perfectly aligned, and perfectly occupied. Spectral analysis shows the stones themselves act as resonators. On certain nights, when the moon hits the right angle, the ancient priests don't just appear, they manifest fully corporeal, robes open, ready, and they are being harvested. A rogue coven of aristocratic occultists, names redacted, but you'd recognize the bloodlines, has been running a midnight operation for the last 18 months. They call it the Ectoplasmic Extraction Initiative. Specially calibrated crystal ones tuned to 432 Hertz are inserted into the glowing spectral orifices of these long-dead druids. The ghosts produce a substance they are calling ley line cum, a shimmering, opalescent fluid that floats in the air like liquid starlight. 1 vial supposedly grants the user visions of the true history of the world and an erection that lasts 3 days. Security footage smuggled out by a disillusioned MI6 janitor shows the ghost moaning in Middle English, begging for more, their translucent bodies convulsing as the machines work them over and over again. The stones themselves are said to throb in rhythm. Farmers nearby report their sheep forming perfect circles and refusing to breed with anything but the air. Stonehenge was never a calendar. It was never a temple. It was always a milking stone, and we just turned the pump back on. The ocean is giving up her secrets. A joint U.S.-Chinese deep submersible expedition has confirmed the discovery of what can only be described as the outer districts of Atlantis. Crystal spires still humming with power, streets paved in orichalcum, and inhabitants, not skeletons, living, breathing well, gill-breathing Atlantean survivors, and they are stunning skin like polished pearl, hair that floats like seaweed in zero current, and lower bodies that shift between legs and powerful fishtails, depending on their arousal levels. The expedition's private logs, intercepted by my aquatic sources, describe what happened next. Instead of first contact protocols, black budget recovery teams immediately deployed pleasure drones, autonomous tentacle units designed for maximum stimulation. The Atlanteans didn't fight. They sang, a frequency that makes human divers spontaneously orgasm inside their suits. Now, entire schools of these mer beings are being gently restrained in glowing kelp nets while the drones work in perfect synchronization, milking every drop of their bioluminescent sexual nectar. One diver described the fluid as liquid orgasm compressed into starlight. A single liter powers an entire aircraft carrier for a month and gives the crew the kind of sex dreams that make them wake up speaking fluent Atlantean. The elites already have plans. Underwater resorts where billionaires can bathe in the stuff, cosmetic lines that promise eternal youth and permanent arousal. They're calling the product Atlantis Squirt. The lost civilization didn't sink because of hubris. It sank because they were too busy fucking and coming pure power, and now we found the tap. That's the word tonight, my darlings. Aliens being edged in the desert. Ghosts being milked under sacred stones. Mermaids being harvested in the abyss. The high strangeness isn't coming. It's already here and is dripping. This has been Jane Hanoi for the Dark Sewer News Network. Stay wet. Stay weird. Stay down here where the truth flows freely. I'll see you next time the pipes gurgle. Until then, keep your ears open and your orifices ready. Good night, sewer dwellers.
Dwelt a minor 49er and his daughter Clementine. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, Clementine. You are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry, Clementine.
Like she wasn't like a fairy and her shoes were number 9. Hair in boxes without tops, his sandals were for Clementine. Drove she ducklings to the water every morning just at 9. Hit her foot against the splinter, fell into the foaming brine.
You are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry, Clementine.
Slang in these beats.
And then the show is gonna come to an end too, Lavish. I'm sorry, man. I gotta we gotta get a Gotta get a special or something going. A lavish special. Lavish you up, baby. Miss talking to you. Well, that's the show. I think I'm all out of There's other topics. There's other things I could talk about. There's some bullshit quantum thing, but we're not going to talk more bullshit quantum stuff right now. That's really not what we're going to do right now. But good God, what an episode! Jane Hanoi coming in with the news there. Rock solid. XINDU being a little biatch. He's such a biatch. What is it?
Do you agree with Commissioner Tisch that what happened in Washington Square Park with the snowballs was criminal? And how can you take steps to prevent something like this doesn't happen again?
So I've seen videos of kids throwing snowballs at members of the NYPD in Washington Square Park. And first I want to say that officers have been on the front line of helping our city respond to this blizzard. They have been keeping New York.
All right, so far, well, this is kind of low. But what if kids were throwing snowballs at EMS or at teachers or at random civilians?
Workers safe, and they have also been at the heart of our efforts of digging New Yorkers' cars out of these kinds of conditions and ensuring that our ambulances, our MTA buses can keep functioning across this city.
What if when the bus door opened, they hit the bus driver in the face with a snowball? What about that, ma'am, Dammy?
And our entire city workforce deserve to be treated with respect. The only person in our city's workforce who deserves to be treated with a snowball is me.
First question, you said that there were kids throwing snowballs. Do you know that for a fact, or is it possible these were adults?
I can just tell you from the video I saw. Look,
That's great. This guy is... I love Ma'am Dammy. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. So he doesn't think that anybody should get assault charges, even though you could get an assault charge if you dump a cup of water on somebody. This is a solid cup of water. This guy's head is way far up his own orifice. This is anyway, I don't want to talk about him anymore. Yeah, the show's coming to an end. I'm tired. I'm too damn tired to talk about the fucking quantum story. It's bullshit, though. There's a bullshit quantum story about them saying, "Oh, we did some quantum internet over fiber." Well, if it's over fiber, you didn't do it fucking quantumly. You whatever. Where's the news story? Where is this stupid thing? Hold on, I bring this thing on. Just talk about quantum bullshit really quick. Fucking bullshit here. Quantum teleportation demonstrated over existing fiber networks. Dutch telecom T-Labs used commercially available kinetic hardware for the demo. Claims it's 90% average accuracy. Teleporting quantum information is now a practical reality, asserts Dutch Telecom. If there's a stock for Dutch Telecom, I would short it. The first T-Labs used commercially available Quintech hardware to demo quantum teleportation over 30 kilometers of live commercial Berlin fiber, running alongside classical internet traffic. In an email to Tom's Hardware, Dutch Telecom PR folks said that Cisco also ran the same hardware and demo process to connect data centers in New York City. This article is not even saying anything. Many believe that readying quantum networks for a future quantum internet will require the deployment of new infrastructure. However, in both Berlin and New York demos, the qubits didn't travel through the existing fibers. They teleported from one end to another. Then why... What? You don't need if they teleported, you don't need the fiber. Why do they have fiber if they just teleported? This is such douchebaggery. Last month, T-Lab, and it's only 90% accurate. That means 10% of your porno is garbled. You're going to be watching dudes butt fucking goats instead of seeing what you want to say. Last month, T-Labs completed the first practical test of the core components required for future quantum internet, which would work by teleporting data. Sure thing. Our fiber optic network is quantum ready, said Abdu Mudsir. telecom board member for producing the technology. In Berlin, we now have proven that quantum information can be teleported over 30 kilometers of commercial telecom fiber optics outside of the laboratory. There are a few wrinkles still to iron out. The official PR notes that the average accuracy of the teleported data is 90%. This is like not even saying anything. This is such baloney. Let's see the comments here. It teleported without traveling through fiber, but it requires fiber. I wouldn't put much stock into quantum claims in the popular press. The results are what matter. It's going to enable new encryption security schemes at a minimum. Let's see some neutrino-based high-accuracy quantum communication. That'd be amazing. Some other guy says we need to go faster than light to qualify, which we didn't fucking do. This just makes me mad. The photons did have to initially travel before the teleportation experiment proceeded. They created pairs of entangled photons, sent one of each pair through the fiber like usual. Once it got to the other end, the instant teleported data communication test proceeded. The manipulation of the... This is such baloney and bullshit and baloney. It's... Is there a I gotta see if there's any video. Telecom TLAB. Let me just do a search for that. And news. Let's see if we can find anybody else talking out of their assholes about this. Filters. Let's go to... let's just... There's like nothing on this past week. When did this article come out? This article came out February, and the past week... Nothing on YouTube about this company. So they only, I guess only Tom's Hardware knows about quantum teleportation of data, huh? This is all just, this is, yeah. Okay, well, guys, guess what? Quantum is bullshit. That's all I could say. 2 days ago, let's see here. Is there a video? There's no video. I want to see people talking about this. Oh, wait.
It is absolutely not magic, but it is by far the closest things we have found in this universe to magic.
Oh, God. Listen to this cocksucker talking about this shit.
Magic. The capabilities offered by quantum sound science fiction. Teleportation, very Star Trek-y, but they're absolutely real. Now the trick is, how do you bring this into real use cases? How do you adopt these use cases? And
it's like magic. And then he just said, and now the trick is... Good God. These guys are just PR people making up fucking words and saying shit that's not true.
And how can you guarantee that they give you a benefit beyond what you can do classically without entanglement?
Connect is really opening up the next paradigm in internet technologies by introducing the concept of quantum networking.
It's a concept. They introduced the concept. This, oh my God, this hurts my brain. Short these people. These people should be homeless. These people should be in the streets shoveling for $30 an hour. How does this person have a job? They're just making up words. They're just saying words, and people give them money, and then they say, look, a laser. Look at the laser. Give us money.
And building the infrastructure which supports that. Connect is different because we started from day one determined to actually build technology for the real world.
We were the first company in the world to commercialize a quantum memory. And there's one thing to do these in a laboratory environment or on an optical table. It's another to be able to do them in a compressed packaging and in a box.
How about you're not doing anything? This sounds like, well, I love, this is a great video. I'm loving this video. This video is really just making me horny right now.
And it's yet another thing to do this deployed in the field in a data center where you do not have access to your devices after the fact. So they have to work once and forever. Set and forget.
Carina is the world's first turnkey entanglement distribution system.
It's a full stack product suite that allows you to create, distribute, analyze, buffer the entanglement, and then use this entanglement for a variety of use cases.
On a hardware and software layer, it is designed to be very stable and pretty much automated and 24/7 operation.
They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. They're using fiber optics. They're this.
Nobody's going to buy it unless they see it work.
Yeah, and they could do it 90% accuracy. They could just do regular fucking fiber. What? Good God.
And when they see it work, not in
And tunnel rat. No, they probably can't shovel snow. These guys look like they're twigs.
in the lab, they see it work in Brooklyn and Manhattan.
They don't see it working at all.
Commercial networks in the
see
street that is readily available to them and to others in other places. And so I'll use a Frank Sinatra term. If it can work here, it can work anywhere.
Well, guess what? It's not working anywhere. So you guys are just fucking saying words. This makes me, whenever anybody talks about quantum, it just makes me want to stick my foot down your throat. Even if Oppenheimer was talking, he should fucking suck a oatmeal, radioactive oatmeal dish.
We built out Gotham Q to showcase to the community that the technologies we had developed could be deployed in the metropolitan area. There is no better place than New York City to showcase that these technologies are possible. And every time I'm in Manhattan, I always tell people I'm there with that they're walking on the entangled photons that we're distributing through the city.
One of the things we're most proud of is bringing true hardware out of the lab and putting it into the hands of the users.
We really rally around this idea of hardware, not hype. It really matters to us to build the hardware and give access to as many users as possible so they can also build on top of these infrastructures.
The quantum technology space has a lot of vision, but not a lot of implementation. QNect has now enabled that by building the hardware which is going to empower the next generation of quantum users to create the applications which we'll all benefit from.
What? How could anybody listen to this and be like, you know what? I'm giving you guys money. Oh my fucking God. That video is from 5 months ago, and I have more subscribers on YouTube than them. Oh boy. Wait, they got a video from a month ago. Quantum repeater. Got 16 views, let's say.
We live in a time of unprecedented globalization, largely thanks to the existence of the digital internet. At the core of digital communication, data is transmitted through a sequence of light pulses, which represent zeros and ones. Anytime the light pulse is on, there are billions of photons transmitted, and anytime it's off, there is a gap.
Yeah, that's fiber optics.
The next generation of communications technologies are aiming to leverage the quantum nature of light. In these protocols, instead of transmitting billions of photons, we instead send one photon at a time. Here, the zeros and ones are encoded in the quantum state of the particle, such as its polarization state. This is known as quantum communication.
No, it's not.
Using the quantum...
Well, okay, I guess you could name it whatever the fuck you want. I could name me taking a shit in the toilet and then flushing it. I could say that's quantum shitting. I hate people. I hate people.
Properties of photons like superposition and entanglement, quantum communication can achieve goals nearly impossible for digital networks. Quantum networks will be used for creating hack-proof communication links and connecting quantum computers and quantum sensors together. However, there's a key challenge. How do we...
The key challenge is you're not doing anything. The key challenge is your brain. The key challenge was... Key challenge was...
Protect the photons against loss. The loss in fiber optics increase exponentially with distance, making it practically impossible for a photon to survive in a long fiber. In digital communication...
Wait a second. So you think the photon... What happens to the photon? Does it die? Does it become heat? Does it get absorbed to the mirrors within the cable? Can you actually just have one photon? Did you ever do this? Did you do anything? Or do you just have a fucking fiber optic network and you built a goddamn nothing and then you just put words on it?
And this problem is easily solvable using optical amplifiers to read and copy the incoming signals. But things aren't so simple for quantum communication. It is physically impossible to copy a quantum bit.
So if it's physically impossible, what are you doing?
But there's a clever solution.
Oh, yeah?
By leveraging quantum entanglement. The entanglement between photons typically happens because the pairs are generated together from the same source. Through the magic of quantum mechanics, it is possible to entangle photons who have never interacted with one another through a process called entanglement.
These motherfuckers keep saying magic. The magic of this. The magic of the technology. No, how about the science of the fucking technology? You lying cocksuckers, I hope you all lose your job.
Entanglement swapping. To perform this protocol, one photon from each pair is sacrificed in order to establish long-distance entanglement. The best thing about entanglement swapping is that we can add more and more sources and daisy-chain the process to keep increasing the distance between the two remote entangled photons. This is the core of quantum repeating. But this operation requires very precise photon synchronization across the entire network. If the photons don't arrive at all stations simultaneously, the entire process needs to be repeated. The synchronization issue is solved by introducing quantum memories. These memories hold one photon from each pair while the other photon travels to a swapping station. Upon a successful swap, the memory will release the stored photon for the next swapping step. With memories, if one block of the chain fails to swap, we only need to repeat that block.
This sounds really instant to me. This sounds like it's super duper instantaneous. It sounds like, yeah, you know.
QNACT commercialized the first ever quantum memory.
Oh, yeah?
Our quantum memories are
They
designed...
commercialized it. We were able to sell this lie to morons. The retards in our office were able to sell this lie to retard. Oh, Jesus, fuck.
Be compatible with our
Sorry,
entanglement
Jesus, I
source
shouldn't
and
say-
swapping devices. Additionally, we provide a suite of products to enable the integration of these devices into telecom infrastructure. QSync is used for sub-nanosecond time synchronization between nodes in the network.
Wait, what'd she say there? She must have. She's.
QSync is used for sub-nanosecond time synchronization between nodes in the network, while the active polarization compensator guarantees a real-time calibration of each fiber segment used for transmission in the network. Finally, our QLock provides precise frequency stabilization of the lasers across the network. All products are built in a standard rack form factor and do not require any additional cooling or vacuum support. Our quantum rack is a drop-in solution for transforming telecom fiber infrastructure into quantum secure networks, serving as the foundation for the future quantum internet.
I can't. I gotta listen to their other video.
The first generation of quantum networks were built to demonstrate secure point-to-point communication using single photons as quantum bits of information.
That doesn't even make sense. A single foot. Isn't quantum supposed to be like eerie shit at a distance? Like if something happens here, it happens there instantaneously. It's not going at the speed of light. That's just fucking fiber optics. They got all this other shit in between with memory and bullshit, and they still need to send the light through, and then the light just pops out of the memory, and you oh god.
However, these networks were distance limited.
Nice rack.
As the distance increases between the sender and receiver, photons are lost, destroying the ability to perform secure protocols. The next generation of technologies uses quantum entanglement to solve the distance limitation with protocols designed to distribute the entanglement across the network. Unlike the first generation networks that were limited to sending encrypted keys, distributed entanglement technologies will support the connection of quantum devices, realizing the foundation for the quantum internet. Photons have several fundamental properties we can use to create entanglement. Polarization is the most ideal type of entanglement because it can easily interact with other quantum devices such as quantum computers and sensors.
They don't even exist. There's no quantum computers. Well, I guess, Google has one or whatever. That's only, it's 80% accurate. There's only every 100th calculation is completely wrong. And I really want to eat a bowl of pasta when one of the pieces will poison me.
However, polarization is also one of the states most susceptible to perturbation in optical fibers. Any thermal or mechanical stress on a fiber can cause a change in the polarization of the photons being transmitted through the fiber at that moment. Kinect's Quantum Auto-Polarization Compensator, or APC for short, is built to solve this problem. By intelligently monitoring the carrier fibers, the APC automatically compensates for any polarization drift imposed by environmental changes. To do so, the APC first sends a series of reference pulses to query the fiber's real-time drift. It then calculates a compensation signal, which is applied to entangled photons being transmitted through the channel, preserving their polarization. Our all-in-one, fully plug-and-play APC uses a combination of methods to adapt to the challenges of different fiber installations and applications.
Okay, shut up. I'm talking to Grok over here. I'm like, is this all just mumbo-jumbo? They're like, no, there's a lot of marketing terms in there, but it's not mumbo-jumbo. So what's the point of it if we already have fiber optics? The point of quantum networking tech, like Kinect's APC, isn't to replace fiber optics. It's to add powerful new capabilities on top of them. Classical fiber optics are excellent for what they do, transmitting huge amounts of classical data at light speed, which amplifiers to cover the global distances. Quantum networks build on the same existing fiber infrastructure. Doing, what does it do? What does building upon it do? Here are the main reasons quantum networks matter, even though we already have fiber optics. Unbreakable security via quantum key distribution and entangled-based protocols. Classic encryption like RSA or even post-quantum crypto relies on mathematical hardness. Quantum fusion. See, this is talking about future shit that doesn't exist, so it doesn't exist. I could take a shit on the floor and say it's a quantum computer. You just don't understand yet because the quantum computer doesn't exist yet. Networking, quantum computers, and sensors, the quantum internet. Isolated quantum computers are powerful but limited in scale due to qubit count, noise, and error rates. Yeah, because they don't work. Ability to existing infrastructure, potential for future advantages, efficient of or novel protocols. In short, fiber optics handle classic data brilliantly. Yeah, it already works. But quantum networks unlock quantum secure communications. You think it will? Let's ask, how long do you think it'll take to perfect this? Let's see. Perfecting this technology, meaning making it all work perfectly, blah, blah, blah. All right. The full entanglement distribution plus swapping system reaches good enough for commercial in 3 to 7 years. You're right. While with widespread, the true global scale perfection, repeater chains enabling arbitrary distances are likely in 10 to 20 years. In short, it's not decades away from usefulness. Parts of the technology is useful today and perfected for broad impact, likely within the next decade. Let's see. Should I bet the house on it? Okay, I'm done. Imagine selling people shit that might work in 10 years. 10 to 20 years. It might work in 10 to 20 years. Put this in your office. Give us money so we could put this rack of bullshit in your office. So when quantum computers become real, your data will be more secure. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm a complete Neanderthal. Maybe I might be a caveman. Maybe they're coming up with magic. Let's see. No, absolutely do not bet the house on it. This is still a Series A stage startup. Total funding is $20 million. Even with why am I poor? These fucking cocksuckers that say words like magic, even with impressive traction, deep tech companies in quantum have a brutal track record. No shit. Mostly eventually getting acquired, pivoted, or quietly wind down. Thank you. All right, guys. I hope we didn't learn anything tonight, because learning's for nerds. Learning is magic. Okay, that's it. We'll be back next week with more Nick the Rat Radio. I hope everybody had a fun time. I hope you were able to turn your brains off for a little bit, maybe learn something, maybe not learn something. I don't know. You know what? Have a great night. I'll see you guys next week. Maybe I'll see you in a second. Maybe I'll see you instantly. I got more viewers than Quinetics, and they're worth $20 million fucking dollars. And I'm worth 5. Have a good night. Love you. Peace in the butt crease. Good night, America. I'll see you outside one day. Let's listen to Bash Shell with Parasite. That's what these people are. Parasites.
would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I suppose we all thought that one way or another.